also it stacks.
Vamos a ver esto primero.
Are able to grab and stay inside the point. So you'll see at sometimes 12 points at a time going through for a team if all 4 members of their squad are on the point.
That's right. Ninja racking up eliminations and will be picked up there. The team's VIP being eliminated. So this is going to drastically change the way you approach these things, right? For example, if you decide to go in an assault another team, especially if you can get that surprise angle and you eliminate all of them, you by yourself can actually lock down that point for any amount of time to start racking up points. So you can look to contest, you can look to leave a team behind, you can break up into groups. There's so many different things, so many different variables to keep in mind as we move through this.
Already some innovation here from the Llama Record Company and a couple of other teams. They're hiding there. A couple people inside cones, so that they will continue to contest, but I think
Gotaga por ahí lo tenemos. Vale, este modo ya lo vimos, en la otra edición de creativo de esto. Pero debería ya estar lo de la proa, Parecía...
They would have somebody go off and try to clear a point or at least take out their sword bearer. Yeah. If they do that,
ponía ya que a las 10 ya empezaba y aquí ya estamos. Desobrados 16 minutos. Que a las 10 en punto empezaba lo de la proam. Están con esto ahora. Así que vamos a ver esto de mientras.
Gotaga here wants a cut of the action. It's not enough, but look, Magma also jumps into the fray. He needs to get out of there or he's going to be eliminated. Use the walls. I like this, but you do not have the HP to try and make this work. A 25. He drops Magma down based on that little jump. And look at this. Magma's like, no, friend.
You get him. Kaz comes in the back. But at the same time, another player comes through and Ninja goes down. Raven's Revenge are holding on all corners. I don't see them controlling any one.
Van antepenúltimos, tío, el equipo de Rubius y Querodo. Qué pena, loco.
Funky fighters. This is important for everybody. The Fish Fam joining the fray as well. I think the Fish Fam may have overrun. Their school of Fish are taking out the Funky Fighters at last, but no, Suzu gets taken out too. The Cuddle Crew is going to abandon the point and maybe come right back. Suzu finally does control.
A brief moment, but not too long.
Dejen ese like.
Says, hello, I would like the red
si os está molando.
And now we've got the Fish Fam over here. Suzu is by himself. He's got a bunch of eliminations. The ball of the Cuddle Crew is coming up. They're trying to wreck him. He picks off Sandy, but unfortunately he does.
Ahora van penúltimos, joder.
It's terrifying. They all came over the ramp at the same time. If you're just joining us here, don't forget we did increase the score limit up to 3,000. So if you're wondering, the Raven Revenge, they still got a ways to go, even though they are in the lead as it stands. I'm also keeping my eye out on the Llama Record Company. They're down at 300-ish points. They're going to claim 300 right now. And what they do, they always wait until the last point, until that D point, the last point that opens up in the center. And they make
pues que el equipo de los cuervos está tocho, no paran de ganar. Todo.
In the first couple of games, as the Fish Fam, or as the Little Whip Warriors trying to make a push here, they're going to get shut down. The first couple of games, they just controlled it. Every single person was on that D point at the same time. They built their entire base out at the perfect moment. They were waiting for the time to pounce on that last point. Still 2 minutes until that starts to spawn.
Uy, del área.
Gonna launch the Little Whip Warrior. He is in fact gonna shut down Taco. Look at this across the way. Magma gets picked off, and the Little Whip Warriors are back on the green point. Dude, I'm very curious to see what happens when that middle point opens up, because don't forget, it's 12 points per player of your squad on that point if you're uncontested. So you could very well see an entire squad say, the moment that's ready, jump down. We're just gonna try and get a massive influx of like 40.
Vamos, Rubio, vamos. No.
Could happen every single second down there. It's gonna next you that, so it has to put to an end immediately. It seems that this point right here keeps getting under contention by like multiple teams. The Fish Fam, Funky Fighters, and of course the Cuddle Crew who get cleaned out. So they're not earning anything really from all fighting at the same time. One team ends up coming out on top, but then it all happens again. So maybe some timing issues here in terms of synchronizing the push on this point specifically.
Yeah, I mean, this gets way more hectic when any.
Vamos a ver si remontan, tío. Vale, van penúltimo el equipo de Rubio.
Going in as pairs, duos, if you will. and trying to shut everyone down, but that's only going to get you so far.
It kind of breaks down too when everybody can score because there's so much that more important if you're by yourself to stay on the point. In the previous
Madre mía los pescados, tío, todo ahí los cuadritos.
You can't even score.
Como si nada.
But now you have to stick around. Look at the slaps coming
Vale,
out.
vale, adiós pescados, mejor, mejor.
Scissors, but does fall as well. Now Clytex is just trying to get back into the fray. Get himself those height with the impulses. And now don't forget, they have a limited number of builds. It's about 100, I believe. But right now, man, you just need to be turning your attention left and right, trying to eliminate as many players as you possibly can.
Madre mía.
This
Se van a liar a tortas, Tres para dos. Para la lobby.
This is what I'm talking about. Finally, the fish
Ahí empiezan los
control this
pescados.
point that the Cutter crew and Funky Fighters were fighting for so hard. And they control it with all 4 players, so you can see their score rising significantly every second there. At the same time, the Llama Record Company with an evenly timed push as well, but Rubius comes in.
Ojo, Rubius, están diciendo, Ojo, Rubius, madre mía, que la lía. Ese es Rubius. Ojo, mira, mira, sigue ahí Rubius. No. Vale. Vamos, Queroro. Salva a tu compañero. Queroro. Ah, pena. Bueno, están disputando.
The timing of that push from that took out the Llama Record Company might have actually worked out in their favor because they're all going to respawn together. 5 seconds for this deep point to spawn.
Joder, lo último, Rubius, tío, por poco. Si mantienen bien, pueden conseguir buenos puntos. Ojo, ojo, eso, ahí hay algo, ahí creo que consiguen bastantes puntos. Porque son muy pequeñas esas zonas, que es la del medio. Vale, vale, Rubio va remontando, que va remontan. Y los cuerdos ahí asegurando como si nada, ¿saben? Vivo. Es que si está ahí el VIP, les da más puntos. Más 12 puntos creo, en la circulación del medio. ¡Hostia! Ya está. Se están remontando los Funky Fighters. Y tienen al VIP ahí adentro. O sea... loco. Se les ha ido la cabeza. Y el VIP es el de la espada, Creo que solo es el de la espada. No, y sigue el Tomoya. Vale, Scissors. Adiós. Madre mía, tío, los discos han remontado. Pero bastante, un huevo. Ninja por ahí. Oh, madre mía, ya está. Está solo. Vale. Y es el VIP. Tiene la espada. No sé quién es el VIP, tío, pero alguno de ellos tiene que ser VIP. No creo que el Ninja, porque es muy pro, yo. Vale, y tenemos a Rubio. Vamos, Rubio. Vale, ahí están los 4 ahí. Manteniendo posición, manteniendo. Mira, mira, ya van por lo menos a los quintos. Está bien. Mira, aquí están los 4. Vale, vale. Cuartos, van bien. De mientras que no haya fighting, van pillando puntos. Los otros de mientras se pelean por el medio y... ojo que llegan a tercer puesto, Si los pescados empiezan a pelearse, empiezan. Pero no veo ningún pescado por ahí, Les queda poco para remontar, a los pescados de Rubio. No, y los cuervos siguen ahí también asegurando. Los 4 están ahí. Como si nada. Ninja pelando por el centro y eso. Están peleando por el centro como 3 equipos, creo, porque los cuervos están disparando y matando. Ya está, lo único que están haciendo ahora mismo. No, los cuervos están ahí, los 4, no están yendo ahí, por el medio. Y ese es un equipo, uno de los del Rubius. Y los que hacen los helados, vale. Yo creo que estaban perdiendo tiempo porque en plan ha ido uno de los pollos solo. Eso está bien. Para que los cuervos no ganen. Está bien. Y esto siguen otra vez estos 4, los discos. Loco, pedazos remontadas se están marcando, Tienen que parar las piernas. Y van las bombarderas, que son las últimas, ¿sabes? O sea, loco, ya van a ganar, ya han ganado. Ya han ganado. Ya han ganado. GG. Saben que el medio es muy importante y nadie haga por ellos, así que buenos GG's para ellos.
Just unbelievable. For so long, Gotaga and Raven's Revenge
no
sat on the green point completely uncontested. And then for a moment, everyone forgets about the center point, and that's enough for all 4 members of the Funky Fighters to sit on the point and just rise above everyone else. And by the time everyone could kind of figure out what was going on, it was too late. They stole away the first golden game.
Ridiculous that nobody was able to spot that out. It seemed like Fortnite was going to say, okay, guys, they're all on the point. Everybody start doing everything you can to stop them because he saw all 4 members.
Si me ve callado que estoy comiendo.
Less than 1,000 once the D point was out. So all the way up to win. And it was 400 points between them and the Ravens' Revenge at the end there. Right. But you do have to also think about who else came very close in second. Ravens' Revenge.
Que vaya remontada,
We'll be able to find out in a bit with the standings, but just an unbelievable performance there from the Funky Fighters to realize exactly what must be done. That was the second time they completely boxed up that entire D point.
Yeah, and just completely uncontested. But that's it for the first of 3 golden games. And for the Funky Fighters, they secure that win. But for now, let's send it back over to Pookie. She's standing by with the winners. Pookie, down to you.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here with the Funky Fighters. Another victory. I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day, but how did you find that remix game? Because those rules were a little bit different than what you were used to. So what was your strategy going into that one, Uzi?
I mean, everything was so unexpected. We were last and we came first because we got the middle. Because every player gets points. So we win. It was so exciting.
So exciting indeed. Now, Raven's Revenge was in first place for most of that match. You guys knew that you had to come up from behind, which you absolutely did. But I kind of just want to talk a little bit about how there are 3 teams tied right now for first place. And the winners of this set will be taking home that additional $1 million of prizing. So I don't want to put pressure on you guys, but what is your strategy going into the next game? Are you going to stay the same? Are you going to change things up? Are you going to go for the middle again?
Probably. Yeah, we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing, and as long as it works, we're just gonna keep it up.
For sure. Sounds like a great strategy. Finally, over here to you. When you heard that there was a remix kind of blind side come in, what was your first reaction to hearing that?
Yellow, go to yellow circle and win.
Just win. I love it. It's so easy. It's such a great concept. You know, we talk about it all day, all of these things we break down, but at the end of the day, you just gotta win. Back to you guys at the desk.
All right.
Pookie with the most insightful knowledge you'll ever need in your entire life. It doesn't matter if you can just win.
Just win.
I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong.
You're winning.
I'm trying.
We're
doing
all
the
winning
best
here at the World Cup.
We all are, in fact. But so are these players that have taken the stage. Now, don't forget, those llamas are going to be playing a big factor in how the final $1 million prize pool is divvied out. And Pookie touched on it perfectly, actually. Right now, there's a 3-way tie.
Yep.
All right, and that's something we need to take a look at with those standings, just to give you the refresher. So, Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, and the Chicken Champions all have that silver llama. Now, don't forget, every single match they play, they're also walking away with the prize pool.
Cuarto puesto, lo de Ruby, 20.000, bueno,
awesome.
Está bien.
But man, that extra $1 million prize pool at the end will be huge. So either the Funky Fighters, Fish Fam, or Chicken Champions need to win that golden llama for one of them to win, or if you're on the outside looking in, you just want that gold llama. Because if you win that llama, that means you and your team actually win that pot.
Yep. We win the $1 million final prize for the Creative World Cup. So all is on the line right now. Those prizings, as they shake up into the next sets, are going to be so crucial to keep an eye out. The Funky Fighters taking a good first lead. Yep. It's not enough. We've seen it time and time again in these first matches of the set. If people who win the first game don't end up coming through all the way at the end. So they have to have a consistently good performance into the next game, which is the Junkyard Juke, and then into the next game too, which is the World Run.
That's right.
They're all golden. All the golden games with the
golden games. Not the golden
Por lo menos que no pasen calor ahí, ¿sabes? ¿No?
Now, don't forget, if you guys are watching and maybe this is the first time you're tuning in, don't forget you can watch also at Fortnite.com/watch. If you're watching in-game, you can do that as well. If you go to Fortnite.com/watch, you can actually kind of hone in on a specific team. There's 10 different feeds to take a look at, and you can say, like, you know what? I'm all about the Fish Fam. I'm just going to watch their perspective. You can do that. Head on over to Fortnite.com/watch. Take a look. Here are a breakdown of your feeds right there on screen.
It's an incredible new feature. I love to use it. I checked it out on my phone earlier, and just unbelievable, seriously. To see all the different POVs, to see the first and second place POVs, and then also to be able to pick who you want to watch. You can watch Lachlan in feed 8. You can watch Kotaga in feed 4. So just an awesome feature. Go check it out. It's amazing.
Yeah, for sure. Now don't forget, guys, we are 1/3 of the way through the golden games. First one, Sky Station showing up is in the books. And the Funky Fighters were in fact the winner. Now we move on to the second game. And that is the prop line, aka Junkyard Juke. And don't forget, the remix, 10-point props.
Only the large ones. You can't go with the, little crowbar. You can't go with the wood planks. You can't go with any of that. And there is one of the prizes for the teams that won before. We've got 10 seconds until the game launches. Zeke, it's the second game of our golden games here, guys. It's time.
2-1, the game begins. Now, just a refresher, we can only be 10-point props. So let's break down what these 10-point props are. You've got a snowman. By the way, there's no snow anywhere else on the map. You've got a Christmas tree with the gold llama on top. That sticks out like a sore thumb. A giant gnome. Well, I mean, it kind of blends in depending on where you stand. If you hide something that's behind something that's blue, you can make the hide. A giant teddy bear. You've got the target. You've got the rusted out car. I mean, you've also got the giant dumpster. So, as you kind of scan your eyes across the map, you can see things like the dumpster, the rusted out car, the target. These are things that could be, whoa. All right, Kaz. All right, this guy is, guy's got the eyes of a hawk. But these props are going to be, they're going to stick out like sore thumbs is what I'm trying to get at.
Yep. And a little, ooh, Kaz, awesome. You see his reaction.
Yeah, even Kaz is like, ooh.
Wait, Scissors was there. He's finding everybody right now. Good vision. It is interesting. You got to make sure you know who the guards are at the beginning of this. It's the Liquid Warriors on the bottom level. They're clearing out the house right now. They're making sure nobody is approaching. Only 4 teams have scored right now.
Están viendo bien.
Trying to find people. That there was definitely someone back there that was. There's not supposed to be 3 trucks back there, I don't think. But in playing this, the best way to kind of go about this is every time that those blinds come up, you want to instant reload right then on the spot. Yes, you can try to make blind fires. Unless you're certain, you're like, no, I know where my crosshair is. That's a player. Take the shot. Absolutely. But when those blinds come up, you want to reload. You want to have as many shots as possible before that next, I guess,
Joder, ahora puntúan poco, normal. Pillan fácil. Dios.
Yeah, you mentioned.
A ver si puntúa algo el equipo de Dios mío,
And make sure you're taking the time like Taldak to stop and try to remember exactly what you saw. Don't move your POV, don't move your camera at all. As you try to recognize exactly what changed, you've got to use the uptime of your vision to take as many shots as possible to clear out what you think is possibly a prop. That player came down from below because he hit one of those springboards.
Yo lo estoy viendo desde el móvil, el stream. Estoy un poco como retrasada la voz. Pero bueno. Vale, 10 puntos es lo del rugby perfecto, Parece bien. 20, vamos. Dale empate segundos con los otros.
Ravens Revenge, they have already been guarded, so going forward, all they have to do is try and rack up points.
Ya está.
This is going to be huge.
Qué pocos puntos, ¿no?
The round is going to reset. We'll get 2 new guards on deck. You've got the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters.
Estos
so now
pillan
they
bien.
can try to lock out other players from scoring. And it depends on how well they
Ese modo está guapísimo para jugar con subs. Te lo juro.
The props outnumber you pretty substantially.
And if you recall the first game where the Ravens Revenge were actually in second to the Funky Fighters. So like you said, being able to take your time and make sure that you know exactly what you need to do kind of gives them a little bit of an advantage, but the Funky Fighters really did come out to a huge lead in the first, scoring 5 points, or 5 total. See if they can hold it down right now and keep the lead as it is. The Chicken Champions at 20 are not going to be able to close the gap.
Sí.
We'll
Chicken Champions van bien, la verdad, y están pillando ahora ahí en la planta de arriba ellos. Ojo, Scissors, madre mía, loco. Scissors se ha colado muy bien.
They actually have to make it there to the center to make it into the incinerator. That is going to be make or break. We have 2 minutes left on the clock. And, you know, my first instinct for this would be, you know what, I just got to go. I just got to try and run out as much as I can.
Madre mía, loco.
It's actually counterintuitive. Right now, you want to just be taking baby steps, right? Just making sure you can secure those points is crucial.
All the players right now, you can see them down below trying to get the shots as possible.
Normal que los Chicken Winner ahora, en plan Chicken Champions vaya penúltimo. ¿Qué pillan ahora? Lo bueno sería que ahora puntuación de otro mucho, porque si no, sería.
And so has Cuddle Crew. They got 2 props in, so they're 1 prop behind right now. Oh, Action, you gotta be careful, buddy.
1 prop behind, there's a little whip coming through as well, so all of a sudden, these teams are letting a lot of props through, or maybe it's the props who figured out their time.
Ojo Ninja, veremos a Ninja por ahí, madre mía con el coche. ¿Cómo se la juega con el coche? Joder que sí.
Don't stack on top of each other.
Hombre, si son unos objetos determinados como la diana, los coches, el osito ese, pues... Solo se dispara eso. ¡Ah! Se ha movido, Sí, se ha movido. Venme a Scissors. Otro, va. Vamos.
30 seconds to go.
They've taken the lead here. 20 points now.
Vale, quedan 20 segundos.
The numbers are changing like crazy. But right now, Scissors and the Fish Fam, they've got the lead. And this is huge right now. Don't forget the Funky Fighters are in the center, so they can't rack up points. We've got 10 seconds left. Whoever's out in the field, they need to make it into this incinerator right now.
Are they going to have any more points accrue? It doesn't look like anybody's close. That's going to be the round. It's the Funky Fighters and the Chicken
Vale, ya se acabó la ronda. Ya vamos por la mitad ya. Esta partida. A ver qué pasa ahora. Puede que piñe Ninja ahora. Tienen que pillar son los de Scissors, que tienen muchos puntos. Y cagarla.
You've got the Fish Fam and the Sunshine Soldiers in the middle. So now the Fish Fam, you know, we saw this before. They got this lead, but now they have to try and lock everyone else out.
Casualidad de la bombardera.
And as we've clearly seen, it is actually way more difficult
than
it
equipo
sounds.
And judging by the first run of the Funky Fighters, they got 50.
Tío, pero los cuervos tienen 0 puntos, loco, no paran de pillarlo, ¿o qué? Porque madre mía. Loco.
Sunshine Soldiers also being a guard, and the first 2 right now.
Puede ser buena estrategia lo que está haciendo el pavo.
2.5 minutes
Yo creo que sí es buena estrategia. Está reconociendo bien lo que tiene a su alrededor.
Bumpers that are buried. You can see one right there that looks like a little silver dome. If players touch it,
Como
they're
maten por
actually
ahí
launching
cerca
into
del
the
duelo.
sky. And it's a very clear,
Vamos.
like, hey, this is a person. They have disguised themselves as a prop. You should probably eliminate them. 2 minutes here on the clock. And Fish Fam are just tearing it up. But look, Funky Fighters, they were guards last round. They were behind pretty far. And now they're starting to close up that gap, right? If they can get another 3 pops within this 2-minute timer, they're going to be in a great spot heading into that final round.
Tyler trying to hold it down before he gets his last opportunity.
Aquí dame suerte por si ven.
Here the Cuddle Crew, and they're going to be on guard watch next. So if they don't solidify this lead very strong right now, it's going to be so difficult.
Ver si
Revenge did finally get a prop in. They could have a final round that could be amazing. We'll continue to watch here for the Cuddle Crew. Llama Record Company and Funky Fighters all earn a point in just a second there. 1 minute and 20 seconds for this guard watch to end.
Cuddle Crew's only a single prop behind. The Funky Fighters are only 2, and so are the Llama Record Company. Raven's Revenge is now on the board with a single. That's a Raven. Look at that. Scissors, he's got this on lock. He's
los pescados que están pillando ahora, ¿sabes? Nadie le adelanta de mientras los pescados, loco. Está pillando Scissors. Es que como no le superen ahora, van mal, para poder ganar. Le ha hecho un wallbang, tío. Sí, le ha hecho un wallbang.
He heard you, Zeke. He knew.
Listen,
flexing a little bit on everybody.
He knows I'm a big fan of
his.
All right, he knows. Cuddle Crew, they're nice and hidden. All right, gotta watch the bumper. There is one hidden. You see it right there in front.
Con que meta eso va bien,
You can see it. It's right there. Don't do it. No, never mind. That was looks like that was Fish Fam.
And it looks like a lot of props are making it towards the center
Tiene un poco segundos para que puedan remontar un poco a los pescados, pero como no nadie remonte a los pescados, Dios, hay que remontadas. No creo que hayan remontadas. Es que esta era su oportunidad. Bueno, empate. Las llamas y los Funky.
So that means this last round of Junkyard Juke is going to be so crucial.
Como pille alguno de los que va primero con los pescados, Dios,
So take a look. In the center of the map, you've got Svenos and his crew. So don't forget, there's 3 teams tied for first. You've got the Fish Fam, you've got the Funky Fighters, and you have the Cuddle Crew. So basically, they are well ahead of the pack, but they're fighting each other right now. Little Whip, or excuse me, sorry, the Llama Record Company, and now Little Whip and the Cuddle Crew, they're at 90, so they could close that gap, but they have to work so much harder to do that. You've got the Cuddle Crew in the middle, and this means they're not racking up any points for this round.
No, vale, el equipo de Rubius creo que no lo van a tener ronda, he parado de matarlo.
If they don't have a good performance, even the Sunshine Soldiers.
Hola, que ha volado.
Nice shot there from his team. Joining them as well as the Llama Record Company in second place. So second or lower is all they can achieve.
So for right now, Llama Record Company, remember this is they can't get points. They literally have to try and stop Fish Fam and the Funky Fighters from racking up points. If they get even one through, they are going to be edged out. Everything is riding on this moment right now. How accurate are they? How quickly and how much they remember the map. Look at all these props here on the left side of the screen.
Como revienten el coche, adiós. Ojo, no nota de punto, vale. Ojo. Qué cojones, le ha dado algo, le ha dado, Qué buena. Es que yo a veces me quedo rayado como el juego. Joder, los bostezos más raros del mundo me llamaban.
Now remember, now that the Little Whip and Fish Fam have taken the lead, the Funky Fighters fall to 3. And since they got first in the first game, that means it's just more close when you think about the overall standings here.
Yeah, look, Little Whip again, get another prop in. They're pushing ahead, man. These guys are pulling away from the pack right now. Llama Record Company, they've got to just start trying to pick off these props. They've got to keep the Fish Fam and Little Whip down. Maybe have someone else potentially contest, but right now, man, the Little Whip Warriors, Ninja and his team are just destroying this final round.
All all the rest of the standings.
No, es que ya más pillan, no pueden. Tienen que matar hasta que nadie lo supere. Hay unos cuantos que ya han superado. Lo helado, Dios, que remontadas, men. Han encachado ahí. El equipo ninja empezó a meter puntos y puntos.
And that just solidifies the lead even further, but I think Fish Fam scored. No, they didn't. Look, first place to Little Whip Warriors. Now there's no tiebreaker involved. 20 seconds to go. Can anybody else score?
You just gotta go. Do not jump. You just gotta go. That's right.
Buenas. Hola María García Ortiz. Se me fue mi internet, no pasa nada. Face Ah, que eres Mierri. Normal que no me acuerde. Si te cambias lo del video, el nombre de la cuenta, pues sin culpa. Y gana el equipo ninja. Buah, GG. Ya estoy emocionado, Qué cabrón. They can secure themselves that gold llama, and out of nowhere, they could steal away the victory from everyone else around. A fantastic showing of the Little Whip Warriors, man, dude. They came out of nowhere. They were just Biker, si quieres meterte aquí al grupo a mirarlo, sin problema.
That's what happened. Perfect play at the beginning. They had the guard defense. They didn't let anybody get over.
¿Y tú cómo estás? Porque si solo preguntas por mí, pues bueno. Quiero que los subs estén bien, ¿sabes? Que si no, eso está mal.
Ended up starting to slow down. They didn't manage to keep up their pace. Little Whip Warriors took perfect advantage of that.
Yeah, and I mean, you could just kind of see that they were very calm and really collected in the whole thing, right? They just kind of navigated the map correctly. You kind of saw it happen a little bit, but there was almost like this clustering that happened, you know, when you've got 3 rusted cars right next to each other where there clearly is no rusted cars at all.
A ver cuándo empieza la prueba, tío, que era la 10, te lo juro.
They figured it out eventually, though. They did. Separate, approach all
Voy a ver.
different waves.
De mientras que están hablando, pues competir. 26 a las 10. Y estamos a día 26. Y aquí en hora peninsular, pues son las 10. Marcador sin mis cojones, como hay marcador. Si no hay nadie en stream, mira. ¿Tías en directo? Nadie. No retrasan, pero luego retrasan. Disponible para quién, para nadie, para jugar. Hostia, guay jugar. Ah, que han cambiado el que antes ponía en el cuadro, ponía que el de solo era primero, no sé, no, creo que el de dúo será antes. Nada, vamos a seguir viendo esto. Wow. Vamos a darle.
We're here, so I mean, hey, we're in the running, and that's all that matters.
All right, so you're in the running. You want to hold this lead, but more importantly, what team do you guys feel you need to shut down? I think it's the Funky Fighters. Is there any other team that specifically? I know we started off. Ninja said the Ravens Revenge, but I don't know. I think things are really shaking up. What squad out here is surprising you so far?
Dude, those Ravens, man. Like, yesterday we were fighting with them all day. We got the edge on them yesterday, but today they came out and really surprised us.
There you guys have it. So, as you can see, easily things can really shake up here, and just like that, suddenly, it's anyone's game to win. Ninja Squad can take it for all we know. Well, we'll have to see, because we have a single golden game left. And in case you've forgotten, it's the World Run. And the remix is a single life.
That's so brutal. You can't even, like, we can't understate how difficult that is going to be. I mean, especially when everything is on the line here. Everything matters. Everybody wants to get first in this last match.
That's right. And don't forget, I mean, we've been bouncing around, right? We started on World Run, and we saw 6 teams of 8 rack up to 30 coins. But then we moved to Sky Station Showdown. So now you're like, okay, my mind has to go there and be ready for that. Then we moved to Junkyard Juke, and you're like, okay, we'll have to move again. So these guys may not be in a, you know, once you've been doing it back back-to-back, you've almost built up that muscle memory. They may not have that based on this. Yeah, we'll have to see, man.
Very true. You're kind of rusty when you move on to the world run after these laps, too.
Right?
There's no mechanics in Junkyard Juke are the same at all in the world run. So we'll have to see if they still are warm for that.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? If you want to play these things, don't forget they're actually in-game right now. They're available as LTMs. Play them through the weekend. You've got until Sunday. You want to check them out, give them a try. I'm telling you, they are super fun. If you get more coins than me, I got 14. Hit us with the hashtag or tweet at me. That's fine. I'll hold the L. I respect it. I respect it. I'm not a death runner, I'll be honest. I'm not much of a BR player either. I'm pretty bad, actually. That's why Sundown carries me pretty much the entire time. But again, man, let's focus in on these games. Don't forget, let's not talk about how terrible I am. The Gold Llama. That's what's on the line right now. You know,
I think Ninja just actually found out what the remix was there. It looked like he read something. He was surprised.
He was like, wait a minute, what?
No, definitely should have known before, but here we go into the world run. All the players are loading up and getting ready. It's so important to make sure that everything is perfect because you have one chance, one opportunity here to make a difference. If you mess up, it's over.
That's right.
So I'm looking for ForTurtle. I'm looking for the players like Scissors, Suzu, who completely clutched up for the Fish Fam, both of them together. And really, it's not on the shoulders of one player. Even more so, right? We were talking about it earlier. The entire team needs to perform. But here, when they could be going out early, everybody needs to step up. Every single person.
That's right. This is it, the final opportunity to try and claim the Golden Llama and take a slice of that final $1 million prize pool available to the winner. And of course, let's not forget the World Cup Creative Champions. The time is now. Here we go. The game is about to begin. If you guys are here watching from the stadium, let them know you support them. Let them hear you right now. Let's hear it for all these teams. That's what I'm talking about. They need your energy right here, right now. 10 seconds before we hop into the game, don't forget, it's World Run. That remix, A Single Life. Who is going to come out on top right now? It's anyone's game.
We'll see who out of the gate as they open right now. Who out of the gate is going to go down? How slow are they going to take this? You can see everybody does not want to move. You can cut the tension with a knife right now. Here, MSYB is going to be the first to go. Danyan in the back as well. Everybody staggering their players so that they know what they need to do one by one. I heard some traps, MSYB. There he goes. Gets the first couple of coins and everybody at the same time. Funky Fighters have 6 right now. What a run so far from MSYB, not missing a beat.
And the Funky Fighters are already off to a strong start. Oh,
no!
MSYB. Oh, an error was made there on his part, but it's okay. He still got his crew. They can still make it through. Funky Fighters are still racking up the coins. Here we go. They're going to pick up their 10th right here, right now. This is literally, I'm telling you, man, this is where this precision jump comes through.
Come on.
Koto.
2 players.
He made it.
Two players made it. So here through. Actually,
right, no, let this, don't even. Just let the whole thing reset. Yep. Take a step back. Let it reset.
Is every single one of his teammates down in the bottom left?
Yes, it is. It is all on the back of Koto right now. He's got to make it through. The tricky part of this is he's going to get this coin, but now he has to go back through.
That's not the coin to go for then.
That was not the coin to go for, but it's okay. He's committed. Come on, you have to guarantee trigger these. Do not fall. 3rd set. 4th set. He's through. Okay.
Oh, dude, my heart is beating out of my chest right now. This is so just tense. What can you even, like, he's by himself. This is their only chance. He has 11 coins right now, but that's just tied. In the castle, there's not too much danger after those spike traps.
Right.
So we can move forward. They have to make sure they grab every single coin. Meanwhile, Chicken Champions on the other side, he's by himself as well. I wonder how many different teams have anybody alive right now. Is it really up to the Chicken Champions and the Funky Fighters right now? We'll see. They have plenty of time to work with. They can take it as slow as they possibly want. There's the Cuddle crew. They've got 2.
They have 2. Ravens Revenge looks like they have 1 player as well. Okay, nice. The coin is picked up. There's only 1 left here. So remember, 14 is the maximum you can get before.
Yo creo que están jugando. Parezco tonto.
Just got word that Fish Fam actually has 3 people up. Only 10 coins for them, so maybe taking things slow.
Voy a por un postre.
Seeing how the other teams do, because
Ya estoy aquí en menos de un minuto.
the essence in this case. Until the very last player. There's Fish Fam. 1 did go down in the meantime. This is Tyler. Suzu is down, which is crucial because he was the player who was a speed demon. But again, it's not speed that matters, it's execution. Here he's going back through. Can he make it? Most dangerous part of the castle. Nice re-trigger. He's through.
Okay. All right. We haven't seen Cuddle Crew pick up any more coins. Maybe they're still alive. Maybe they've been eliminated. The castle, I mean, it's pretty hard to be eliminated in the castle. The only way really is in the traps there. You got the funky fighter. Look at this. Lachlan.
Oh, no.
He's crying his eyes out. Wait.
Guys, if you want Lachlan to go for this, you got to give it up to him right now. If you want Lachlan to go for the jump, Lachlan, you got to go for it.
There has to be a Lachlan chant. Lachlan, Lachlan, Lachlan. Come on, you have to go. Look, but the thing is, he's talking it through his team. He's like, look, what do I have to do? What do I need to make here, right? And this is good, because remember, they have 6 minutes. They, like you said, they can take this as slow as possible. But again, this is going to come down to these last moments. So Fish Fam actually, right now, they're leading the pack 15 points. That means they're up on that next tier. And there's some pretty treacherous things happening up there. There you go. Insane and Tyler.
They're through the castle. That's why they're out dancing right now, because they know they're starting to be at the hardest part possible, and they know nobody else is here. Based on their
Creo que es una vida,
his teammate did fall.
Y tienen que conseguir monedas. Y solo les queda en el de los pescados les queda un tío.
Remember, he's got to make this in 1. See, you see him take a step back. He's like, look, the trap's not right. This isn't right.
Tío mejor que se quede por ahí.
Way farther ahead of anybody else. He's going to wait until anybody else goes. Here's the Ravens Revenge.
Magma está solo también con ellos.
There you go.
In terms of the place that there are, the Ravens Revenge don't have anybody else, so he can't get to that other lane to collect those coins.
Right.
Which is crucial.
And don't forget, if he got here by himself, too, that means there was that extra point, remember? Because there's 2 lanes. He left 1 behind. So there's more pressure on him right now.
The scissors. That's what Scissors did in that game before. He's going for it. He's not stopping. He does need to make sure he beats the Fish Fam. You can see now Zan going at the same time. Here it is through the jumps. He's waiting a little bit. Jump.
Nice. Yes. Okay, pressure's on right now because don't forget they're a single coin behind.
Vale, va por la parte de esto.
He's going for the variable impulses.
Esto es complicado,
1, 2. Okay, makes it.
Vale.
Yes.
Vamos. Lo tiene.
Qué bueno. Qué bueno no sirve para nada. Difficult jumps, and the deep breath does come in. Magma is putting the team on his back right now, and from what I can tell, everybody, Lachlan's going, guys.
He's going. He's got to make this jump. Does he make it? There you go. All right. So look, he slides out. He's like, ooh.
At the same time, Magma in the top left did end up getting another coin. Here goes Lachlan. Guys, give him your energy. He's going for the jump.
Look, Magma, for a moment, he's doubting himself. He can't. Magma, get your head in the game. You know you can make this jump. Here we go. The jump comes out. Yes. 1, 2. He doesn't go for the coin. He doesn't go for the coin. Wait, you needed that coin. That could make the difference.
Why is this team not telling him?
No sé por qué se ha soltado la moneda esa.
Maybe he feels like it's too risky. See, he's thinking about it. Should I maybe try to double back? I mean, if he gets
sí, está diciendo que puede ser peligroso.
He's gonna slip right off.
Puede tener mucha
razón. This could be
razón.
the moment that makes or break their game.
There's Zan too.
Look, he's thinking about the same thing. He's like, should I go for this? Is this coin worth it?
He has to come back
Van a empate,
to the next stage anyways. Magma taking a huge breath. We'll have to see if you know, the status on everybody else. I believe these are the last 2 players.
This is tough. We're getting word Lachlan has actually made it to the he has not made it to the castle yet. I misspoke there. All right, here we go. Magma, great trigger. No! Wait, it's okay. He used the rock.
The recovery.
Right. They knew about it.
The coin. No!
No, la verga, el tío.
Magma is out of the game, and with that, the Ravens Revenge too Lachlan bouncing. He's unfortunately out of it as well. He's not eliminated yet, but Zan going for it at the same time. Here we go. He's going to go for the coin up top.
He has to. He literally has to. Magma, though, he left the coin behind. He set up. He didn't grab the coin either. If he had grabbed that coin, he's thinking about, do I double back? Do I try to make that?
So the reason he doesn't want to go is because if he goes for the coin, he is not going to be able to get to the next thing. So they thought ahead of us, Zeke. They knew. Lachlan playing with fire. He is definitely Can he really make this with an impulse? No way. No. He's out. The end of Lachlan, the end of the Cuddle crew. And it is now 21-21. He just needs one more coin. He needs to get that which is more easy for him. Is it the one on this track?
Una moneda y ya está,
You can tell he lifted the finger. He said, we need one coin. Just grab this coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated.
There it is. The win. Oh, he missed it, but gets it.
Vale, gana.
Zan clutches up for them here. Scissors and company. Absolutely dominating the last set of the world run. It wasn't domination, really, though, was it? But a clutch performance from Zand. They lost their man Scissors and Suzo early on, but everything fell on the shoulders of Zand, and he does it.
This is shaking me to my core. Because what does this mean for the standings? In all three Golden Games, we saw a different winner. Funky picked up round 1, Little Whip picked up round 2, and now the Fish Fam picked up round 3. But don't forget, Fish Fam, they had that an unbelievable time earlier on with 525. But, I mean, also, Funky Fighters, they got themselves the coins as well, so they all have wins.
I'm trying to, like, think...
I'm trying to think back, like, how does...
the different standings, because Fish Fam...
Sí, no.
Junkyard Juke. Absolutely, right?
Right.
Hands down. Here's the last moments with Zan. This moment could have won him the Creative World Cup. Think about that for a second.
This could be it, man. That literally could have very well. But then the question is, what if that doesn't get them the win? Should he have kept going, right? But he just decided, look, you know what? We've got the coin. Let's end it here. What if they needed to keep going? What if they had gotten one more coin? Could that have made the difference? Are they already in the lead? Is there someone else?
Tiebreakers matter. We'll see.
Okay. You know me, man. I stress out way too hard of this. I get way too into this.
I'm sitting here with my pen, just like, what is the calculations here, Zeke? I don't even know.
The numbers.
Oh, nail-biting finish, that's for sure. Right? We could all agree that. Guys, did you like that finish here today? Zan clutching up. Guys!
They're asleep.
They're asleep. They're asleep. They want to know
what's happening. They don't know what we're asking them. I mean, guys, here in the stadium, was that not insane?
There you go.
There you go. You just had to ask them the right question. You asked them the wrong question. That's all it was.
I had to stick the word insane there. People get crazy for that.
There it is. There it is. But first off, let's just say, across the board, all of these teams performed incredibly well. Again, you know, just calling out, there was never just like one team that kind of was ahead of the pack the whole time. Fish Fam was starting to get there, right? Like, they were that one team that was like, wait, they were the only ones that had that insane time. But, you know, everyone really showed up in massive ways. We're going to calculate the standings. For now, I think we're going to send it actually down on the stage. We've got Poogie standing by with the Fish Fam, so let's hear from them.
Thank you so much, Zeke. I am down here with the Fish Fam. Again, I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day. Zand, you were a little late coming over to the interview. You had to put your shoes back on. Was your performance so great that you knocked your own socks off? Is that what happened there?
It's all about, like, getting comfortable. Like, if you play like you play at home, you'll play better. So that's what I did.
So just being completely comfortable. That's why you took your shoes off?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it definitely worked for you. You were the last one alive. What was that pressure like for you?
I mean, I just took my time and did what I've done like for like the past year, do the fronts, and it worked out.
And were your teammates coaching you through that whole thing?
Yeah, they were talking to me, like, just telling me to chill, like, do whatever I want, take my time. Yeah.
That's awesome. It definitely makes a difference when you have such a supportive team. Now, Scissors, I'm going to come to you and talk to you for just a moment.
Yo creo que estaría
now,
muy de chill, porque si no...
moment for you, winning the death run like this. Now, how well versed are you in just having one life to live on these death runs?
I mean, I feel like I did very well, but these guys they're the GOATs, they're the best. I make all these maps, and these guys are the ones breaking the world record.
Scissors,
so I had them on my team to carry me to the victory.
Tiene miedo
But
el
I love to
Scissors.
see amazing team synergy, amazing teamwork. Thank you guys so much. Congratulations again. Zeke, back to you.
Man, what a humble team leader Scissors is. But, you know, mad respect to Zan. I like that he pointed out specifically, you know what? I just got to play like I'm at home. I have to get comfortable. For me, I'm the same way. You're like, right, you know, just take the shoes off, right?
You can get comfortable, but there is no way that this feels like home. There is no way that this feels like home. With the pressure,
se piensa que está como en casa,
That is a once in a lifetime.
Flipo con el pavo también.
Crazy.
But also to have his team there, right? They had his back. They were lifting him up, saying, look, take your time. In fact, speaking of team, we actually have a listen in. Let's go back and relive that moment, but from their perspective.
Get up there, left side.
Left side?
Left side, left side.
Yep, left side. You're good.
AFK.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. No, I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. 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 Yeah, wait, no, go back. Get that coin.
No,
The next one is free. The next one is free. Coin. No. The next one is free. Shut up. The next one is free.
Shut up,
Man, that was pretty hectic. But as a resounding, hey, leave the coin, seemed like that was the play.
Absolutely. He was considering. You saw him circling his mouse on that final one.
He was like, but
I left it. I had to go back.
But it's right. I'll go back.
But that was so genius for all the teams who got that far to realize that coin was not worth going back for, or even going for in the first place. Remember how we were so shocked that they didn't go for it? And we realized later that's because if you try to go for it, you will end up getting eliminated.
Right.
Because it's too difficult to make that bunny hop to the coin, grab the coin, and then continue forward.
Yeah.
You have to lose your momentum.
Those bunny hops are key to making that jump over the double danger. But man, we're calculating those standings. We're going to see who's winner. Honestly, I've been trying to do this in my head, but
we need the experts.
We need the experts, all right?
I've got
stuff written down, but like I can't read the code. All right? It's not coming to me. This literally could go anyone's way. And again, because those silver llamas are scattered, any team that wins that gold llama is going to win.
Let's recall the couple of games that we had in this Golden Games. Right?
Okay.
So Sky Station Showdown came down to the Funky Fighters in that final D point, all being pretty much uncontested. Nobody realized that they had their two opportunities, and they took them. They took them both. Skyrocketed from last place to first place. That put them in first in the first game.
But also, don't forget, Ravens Revenge were close that game, right? They came in the second place.
So, Junkyard Juke next. Okay, Junkyard Juke. We know for sure that Fish Fam did well and Little Whip Warriors did well.
Yep.
So Fish Fam is the ones who won the last one. Just unbelievable, world run in total. Who was in second in the world run?
Ravens Revenge.
Ravens Revenge. So Ravens Revenge in the first game. In the second game, they had a poor performance on Junkyard Juke.
They did. They actually were in last place. But that's what I'm saying. And then I think back to earlier games, right? Because it's kind of like a cumulative thing. So, but Ravens Revenge had those three. The first match from World Run was the first place with 29 coins. The second, they came in second with 29 coins. But then in third, everyone had kind of figured it out. They still did manage to make the second time of 636. But what does that mean for all of? I'm getting. Okay, all right. I need to take a deep breath here.
Well, what we can all agree on was that this was an awesome, whole thing in general. The entire Creative World Cup, all three of those maps. Got to give props to the map makers. What was it? 17 builders in total. All these maps, they came together to make them, and they're beautiful and they're amazing to play. So huge props to them, the builders here for the Creative World Cup. Just awesome. All from the community.
Huge props, worth 10 points.
Come on.
Got him, baby. Yeah, you like that. You know you like that. I got him. As soon as he said it, I was like, this guy set himself up. I have to pull the trigger. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But, seriously, again, just to echo everything you said, man, this was so much fun. This was so much fun. And I think, too, this was the first half of the day. I just thought about that. We stopped Pro-Am. We stopped Pro-Am right after this.
We might have just broke Zeke when he realized that. But regardless, just all around, I'm curious. I want to recall our favorite moments here. What were your favorite moments here, Zeke, from this Creative World Cup? Was it the Funky Fighters taking the point? Was it that last moment with Sand?
Okay.
Fish Fam?
So that was definitely, absolutely. If that wasn't your favorite moment of the whole creative finals, I'm not sure what else could top that. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about. I think back to when, you know, the Fish fam, they had to clutch up that win and they come through with the 5:25 time. We watched Scissors in that.
Y aquí jugando el Clash Clan de mientras, ¿sabes?
Literally back to back in one life. Now eventually he was eliminated, but still, like, that takes so much precision, and he made it look easy. That's not something that you just do. I mean, I'd argue he's the grandfather of creative, right? Like, he's the guy that stepped forward and said, hey, you want to do this thing called a death run? And people are like, what? He's like, hey, do you like traps? Do you like
¿Te gustan las trampas?
How iconic for that
Spawnear.
Scissors and his team. And how iconic would it be if that world run ended up being the decider? But besides that, I know a lot of people here were interested in Lachlan's final performances. We're going to go ahead and take a listen in with his team at the end of that run for him.
All right. Sandy, I'm going to start playing, okay?
All right, yeah.
Or actually, no, I'll start playing when you get to the impulse bar.
Boy,
nice,
there's a point above you.
Let's go. Well, lucky you get this. I'll try, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh. This is the jump that I don't think I can.
Yeah. Oh my God, Max.
Well, here we go.
No.
Okay, that's
no.
He actually almost hit that line.
I think if he had thrown that impulse the moment he went up, he actually would have impulsed over. Like, it would have given a little hop.
I was thinking the wall there.
Yeah.
Right? Just bouncing himself off the wall at the last moment. That would have been crazy. That would have been clutch.
That would have been insanely
clutch. That would
clutch.
have gotten everybody out of their seats because it was those last three teams.
Yeah.
Those last three teams. I'm glad we got him to, you know, get the confidence to go for the jumps.
Look, it's tough. Like, honestly, like, and then that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, you know, when you've been doing this world run over and over. Because don't forget, even in those, when we were in that big section, like, he was killing it. Absolutely. But then when you're like, okay, we're going to the Golden Games, these things have remixes. We'd have to change kind of the way I'm thinking and approach these things. Go from Sky Station to now, like, oh, we can all earn points. What's our strategy? Then we go to the Junkyard Juke. Wait, we have to be 10-point props. You know, maybe I've been running around as a 2-point prop. Maybe I've been that guy that's been rolling in with the 2-point props. And then being like, oh, yeah, world run, we got it, no problem. Oh, we have a single life.
Oof. And that face that he made when he made the jump, that needs to be made into an emote for sure. Exactly. Zeke's got it perfectly. Just unbelievable. The pressure that these guys were under in those final moments. Still calculating his standings, of course, right. Zeke.
It was just too close. It was so unbelievably close. We have to make sure this is correct. Because, I mean, at the end of this, we crowned the first ever Fortnite World Cup Creative Champions. They are creative world champions. The idea of that in itself is insane to me. Yeah. Insane.
And it's true too, because how many countries were here? Like
over these 32 players, there was 19 different countries represented across all 8 teams.
That is a World Cup. That is awesome. It's really cool to see. And again, I'm just holding my breath because it could even be the Little Whip Warriors, right? Remember them in the Junkyard Juke? They came out on top. They had great guard performances. They had great runs, the props, the timing that they had. Everything matters. And when you look back at it and you're really reflecting, all those single props, the timing that Ninja had when he got into those last couple of seconds, remember? Because it was Ninja and Taldak who ended up getting those props at the last couple. It was literally 20 seconds to go in the map. And they clutch up and make sure that their lead is solidified between first and second.
Yeah, I mean, this seriously could go any way. And we're getting closer and closer to finding out who that is, who will ultimately take home that golden llama and be the Fortnite World Champions of Creative. I mean, we hope you guys here in the stadium have been enjoying all the action. I know it's tense. I know. I'm right there with you. My heart is racing. I'm tense too. I feel it. Trust me. And I know for sure these guys on the stage are feeling the exact same way, okay? Now we're getting closer.
They're feeling so tense. Just ridiculously tense.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. If I'm them, I'm literally just, my heart is beating. I don't know what to do. I'm twiddling my thumbs. I'm doing that right now with my pen. I'm not even playing.
All right. we have calculated the final standings. The votes have been tallied, and the winner of the Golden Games and the overall winner of the Fortnite Creative World Championship is the Fish Fam! Scissors, the grandfather of the death run of Creative itself, has come through. Zand put the entire team on his back and said these coins are nothing. We will claim the gold llama balla, and we will claim the $1 million prize pool.
Iconic that this team, Scissors, the first World Cup trial that was put out. These three guys were the first qualified players to come through. Zan clutching up in the final moments. Suzu just getting the first record on that map, on the world run, and for it to be in that style. And then, of course, Tyler, we can't forget him. As we see them celebrate together, there's the Golden Llama. And remember, that's a $1 million prize bonus.
That's right, they're splitting it 4 ways. Absolutely massive. But just like you said, I want to just echo this again. Mad props to the entire team. It was not just one person that carried, it was a team effort. And Zan there in that last tearing through all of the traps that needed to be. Tyler back in the prop hunt, needed to just find those shots left and right. Suzu being the first, hitting that massive timer of 525.
Madre mía, que se llevan hasta una de oro.
And here is just another breakdown.
Una llama de oro se llaman en todo.
The tiebreakers and Funky Fighters, let's not forget, they were so close. If they had picked up a win there, that might have been enough to put them over the edge. But again, every single team here showed up. 19 different countries represented, over 8 teams through 8 weeks of qualifiers, Bala. And it's all culminated right here in this moment.
And I have to just see the top 4 and the top 5, really, because Chicken Champions with the Silver Llama, that was pretty much what everybody was calculating. That's why it took so, I mean, that was close. That was so close, within $30,000 between second and third, and that's how, of course, you do earn that llama depending on which set, but all that prizing cumulative. So there you have it. Creative World Champions, it's done. And it's not even...
This is only half, by the way, this is day 1, and we're halfway through the show.
We
still have Pro-Am. Oh, by the way, we still have duos tomorrow on Saturday. Oh, by the way, we also have solos on Sunday. Yeah, are you already exhausted? Me too.
Él también está ahí cansado.
It's going to be a great weekend. I can't wait to see what it was ahead. And already this day has
Ahora viene la Pro-Am,
fantastic with this creative action. I was expecting amazing things, and we got it.
That's right, man. Well, of course, we need to crown them the creative champions. So that's enough from us on the desk. Let's actually send it down to Golden Boy to crown ourselves some champions.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. What a grueling, grueling run this was, but we have finally come down to it. We have crowned our champions, but we got to make it official, baby, and there's only one way to do that, and it's right here in the winner's circle. So why don't everyone here at Arthur Stadium, let's welcome to the stage the Fish Fam!
Champions. Mira, ahora se pone las chaquetas, ¿sabes? Que nadie tenía la chaqueta puesta. Han puesto ahora las chaquetas. Qué risa, loco.
Congratulations, guys. One more time. Give it up for the Fish Fam! Gentlemen, those trophies right there, they're yours. Lift them up for the crowd here to see. My man, you are known as, and everything's, all the llamas getting all over the place here. You're known as the granddaddy of the death run. For you to be able to win this competition off of the thing that you made your name off of, that must have felt incredible.
It's amazing, man. I came up with the death run. I tried to bring it to Fortnite. These guys support it, love it, so good at it. So I'm just glad they were on my team.
Hey man, I respect that. You know what I mean? Because obviously this is something that is a long time coming for you. But I got to talk to you, my man, because I want you realize that one jump won this group here an extra $1 million. So you got yourself $1 million off of a jump. How does that feel today, my man?
I can't describe it. It's unreal.
No puedo escribir. What?
I don't know what to say, to be honest.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the money?
Probably, I don't know.
Barcos y frutas, loco.
Responsible. He's gonna be responsible with it, right? That's what we're gonna go for, right? Yeah. All right, sounds good. All right, well, guys, gentlemen, congratulations once again. Your winners and creative world champions, the Fish Fam.
It's time to play some Fortnite. One more goes over and that's it. While the record co takes the first match. 1,000 Gotaga and Raven's Revenge. That's it. His feet touch the ground. The impulse doesn't go off. Tamoya takes it for the Funky Fighters.
We are very close.
Yeah, don't.
The Chicken Champions have done enough to round out the final match.
El Rubio celebrando la llama de plata.
Oh, he's holding a trophy. Fish Stick is walking out with a silver llama.
Y todos ahí con las bananas, ¿verdad?
Oh, he hit that person from the blinds.
Wait, that's okay. He used the rock. The recovery. They knew about it.
Sí, ahí están las sacadas.
This coin right down here. If he can do this without being eliminated, it is the win.
Es cuando tiene la victoria. No, si se la han sacado.
Okay, hey guys, I'm Bloom Falconer. I'm from the South Bay in California. My city is called Redondo Beach.
Hello, my name is Arkham and I am from California. I'm really excited.
Un minuto. Mientras esos 10 minutos, pues nada. Metemos a jugar. Uno se llama Dimitri, ¿eh? No sé, me quedan aquí, pero yo creo que me van a caer. No veo ningún arma aquí suelta. Hostia, un franco, ¿eh? Vale, me viene toda la squad y me revienta. What the fuck, man. Liada. Joder, tío, esto es complicado. No, toda la squad muerta, ¿verdad? Yo aquí... Yo voy coleando. Solo versus squad, Joder, tío. Me voy a poner la pirámide, tío. No. Yo estoy concentrado jugando a esta, Vale. Y yo le estoy dando, ¿sabes? Pero bueno, boli. Con 2 francos, tío. Qué mierda. Esto es la mierdísima, loco. Сука, блядь, иди на. Joder, tío. Me la he sacado con el franco, tío, me la he sacado. Sí, vamos.
Going to have so many more little moments
Vale,
like
por lo menos yo creo que ya empieza,
define
¿sabes?
people's gaming careers, or maybe it'll just be the kickstart of it.
Yeah, it will be the Kickstarter. I'm pretty sure for a lot of these guys, it's going to be the Kickstart. It started off in the Fortnite World Cup all the way back in April. They played for 10 weeks. They competed. Prime's going to be a little bit of a preview of that. It's going to be amazing. All the preparation, all the hard work, all the friendships and, you know, the heartbreaks, everything. It's going to be so cool to watch.
And one thing I'm particularly excited about with the Pro-Ams is seeing the evolution of just kind of, I don't want to say the casual game, but these guys really kind of press it. You've seen every single time somebody is bringing something new, whether it's the professional players or the celebs who are coming.
I mean, visto que bueno soy con el franco,
was doing this like reverse ramp top rotation, and it was gorgeous. But the players are ready and out on the stage, so enough from us. We are going to kick off the Celebrity Pro-Am with a pair you probably saw before. It is Robert Abisi and Ghost Aiden. Robert now being one half of the electronic duo known as Lost Kings. You know them from their songs Bad and You, and before they were famous, their first paid gig was in a bowling alley. Him and Aiden competed last time in the Pro-Am, and we're one interaction short of taking home that top spot.
And they came in second, lost only by 4 points in a 1v1 that went Symphony's way. Aiden against Symphony, what a memorable moment from that Pro-Am.
And Aiden is also one of 2 controller players who has qualified for the duo portion of the Fortnite World Cup. And now on to our next duo, Mario Hezgonza and Nick Merckx. Mario, of course, being the professional shooting guard for the Portland Trail Blazers. He is also representing Croatia on their national team. And then Nick Merckx, all about the M-Fam rep in there. Had a fantastic barbecue last week. Definitely recommend you check that out. Did some awesome stuff for his community, and he's excited to be here. Originally competed in Gears of War, made his name through streaming, and now has a very thriving community.
Hezgonza on the Portland Trail Blazers. He hails out of Croatia. Go ahead and continue on inside the Arthur Ashe Stadium. We have Nick Shanholtz and Ghost Sean. Nick Shanholtz being the other half of the Lost Kings duo, of his brother being Robert Abisi. And of course, they're best known for tons of awesome remixes by Imagine Dragons, Vance Joy. And then standing next to him, there is Sean, a Fortnite pro who's, you know, competing with Aiden. You talked about it.
Yeah, he was one of the first original young lords coming out of North America. The Canadian player, so incredibly strong and gifted, and known for intelligent decision-making at all points in the game. If you're able to eliminate him, congratulations, because not a whole lot of people are able to do that.
We continue on again. It's going to be this time somebody that we all know. It's Nav and Tifu.
And you can see them excited to be here. Don't know how much of an introduction these two need. Now the Canadian rapper, singer, songwriter, and record producer.
Madre mía, te fue, lobo.
I mean, come on. One TwitchCon, qualified week 3 of the solo competition in first place. You watch him all the time because he streamed all of those games. No delay, live, saying, bring on the
No hay dinero, Jorge, no hay dinero.
He is here to upset the status quo at the Pro-Am. He wants a title.
That's the title. We're going to go ahead and listen to see if they're prepared to take that. Let's listen in.
Okay, Nav, do you have any messages for your opponents today?
Y también mañana por la mañana para Córdoba, así que imposible. ¿Tú crees que el dinero cae del cielo, hijo de puta?
Did you expect anything but confidence from that duo. Nav has been in there
Este tío está por todos lados,
to the next one. We have some more veterans here.
Ya, pero Jorge, que mañana por la mañana tengo que estar despierto para irme a Córdoba. Sí que es complicado. Crucks, sí, vamos, hostia.
Best known as the American rapper. Before he got into music, he was a big fan of graphic design. He got his name coming out from Witty, but he wants a victory on the stage. And I mean, what more do you need to know about Cloaksy?
Yeah, Cloaksy wants one too. He was at the summer block party, didn't manage to break top 20, but this time, who knows? He won the TwitchCon fall skirmish with Tifu. He's experienced. He's played in plenty of skirmishes. He's played in pro-ams before, so we'll see what he can bring out today.
And he's used to playing on the main stage. And on to our next duo, we have Ashley Rickards in Exile. Ashley, best known as the actress for
El pescado ese bailando ahí, XD. Bueno, cuidado con el pavo, Porque va con una tía ahí al lado buena o qué? Va bailando el tío, no sé.
He's a big fan, wanted to be on the stage, wants to compete among the best of the best, and honestly, he looks ready, busting out the floss emote right there.
Looks ready. See if he is ready when the takes the stage and gets ready to
compete. Cuando aparece el ninja con Marshmallow.
To hear from them, of course, from Ashley Rickards. Let's listen to see what she had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Ashley, do you have any words for your opponents today?
I'm coming for you, and if I'm not, I'm hiding.
I'm coming for you, madre mía, wow.
But I'm coming for you first.
Ojo, 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 ojo.
But like not too hard.
Ojo la tía, ¿sabes? Esto agresiva, Va a matar a alguien al final, de verdad y todo. Aunque no sepa jugar Fortnite.
A duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited for. We're going to start with Sagala and Dr. Lupo.
Madre mía.
What more can you say about these pairs? Dr. Lupo, of course, you know him.
Sigala y Dr. Lupo, loco.
Most influential people on the internet. Let's see if he can be influential.
Y el pollo ahí bailando,
Sigala, the English DJ, record producer, and remixer from Norwich, Norfolk. He's had 6 singles charts in the top 10 on the UK singles. That's incredibly impressive. They want to
Justo termina la partida cuando empiezan a presentar. Está bien eso. Está bien.
Outplay the rest of them show. He's not too old to hang with the best of these kids.
He is not. We'll see if he can perform. I've been playing all sorts of games with him this week. He's ready to play. We're going to continue forward with Dante Basco and Tim the Tatman.
Dios, el team de Tatman. Dale, dale. El puto amo. El tío enseñándole quién es el puto amo.
Involving his community, the Tatman Army, they're about it. And when you see him on the stage, like
a la izquierda van los famosos y a la derecha van los buenos. Los jugadores competi de toda la vida. Que buena forma.
Got the hands out there, 72 hours pose, ready to fight, and then just the most adorable, friendly smile. Like I just wanted to give him a hug. But now we're going to go on to the next pair. We have John Ha and Wade CN. Wade being the Fortnite streamer all the way from China.
Siempre igual, tío.
How he is able to capitalize on the island. John Wan is a dancer and choreographer for the dance group, the Kinjas. He makes appearances on World of Dance and the Dance Arena competition, and sometimes he even teaches dance at their dojo.
So we'll see if the Chinese competition out of Wade is going to step up. We're going to get a taste of that also in the World Cup tomorrow. But here in Pro-Am, we'll see if they can compete, see if they can hang.
And I'm all about the flint knock plays, man. If you're bringing that out and you're going at people, I've seen some ridiculous clips that he's pulled out with it, but some more players who are capable of ridiculous clips, whether it's on the basketball court or on the Fortnite island. It is Aaron Gordon and Ali. Ali being one of the original
Toguchi, tío. El Ali ahí. Tío, es bueno. No decir que no. No, estaban presentando Facebaker, están presentando todavía a todos. Y no han presentado a Ninja todavía.
We've seen him do it so many times in the dunk competitions. It's awesome to see, and Ali does something that I didn't even know was possible, which is get Guinness Book of World Records in YouTube. That's insane.
record breakers all around. And now another pair you're probably familiar with. Chandler Riggs and One Shot Girl. You saw them at the Creative Showdown. That is the most adorable wave in Chandler.
Hola, hola, el de Walking Dead, loco.
Best known as Carl Grimes on The Walking Dead, and then One Shot Girl.
Lo ha dicho el tío y todo.
YouTuber and streamer, previously had a PC world record for most Fortnite squad elims in one round when she was playing with some of her other competitors.
Anda que le toque eso, ¿sabes?
Cloxy and Nick A30. Let's have a listen in with what One Shot Girl said ahead of the competition.
A ver qué dice.
All right, Julie, do you have any messages for the other opponents?
I do.
Oh,
I
para
have the best
otros
teammate, Chandler
enemigos.
Riggs. Our communication, our teamwork is on point, and we are coming for every single person in the lobby. So we will see
Hola,
you
hola,
guys
que
out
va
there.
porque esté tirado solo. Uf, uf. Qué ratas, ¿eh? Estoy rateando puntos.
To introduce our next pair, it's going to be Sarunas Jackson and Action Jackson. So a Jackson pair.
Madre mía, dúo de Jackson.
Just going full time there with this stream, Paul. You're well on your way.
Sarunas Jackson y Action Jackson.
From HBO series Insecure.
Pavo ahí bailando Fortnite. What the fuck, tío?
In Asia, so you know what? He might be able to dunk on him too.
That he might. The Jackson 2. See if they'll show up here
Me rayo con ese pavo, tengo miedo.
Of course, such an awesome duo.
Yo creo que el tío del Sarunas Jackson, el famoso, va a matar a alguien, ¿eh? Va a ir a matar a saco el pavo, ¿eh? Creo que se va a matar mucho. Hostia, el Solari Yoshi, loco.
Yeah, big fan of all of those roles, and then paired up with Yoshi, the coach slash commentator slash manager slash do all for Solari. We've seen him on the World Cup broadcast. If you've watched any of the French streams, you know him. Incredibly analytical and intelligent when it comes to Fortnite.
¿Esas fotos se las acaban de hacer ahora o qué? Porque madre mía. Lleva la misma ropa. Solo lo digo.
Between Cody Walker and Joyby. Cody Walker, the American actor who starred in the show In the Rough. He's also known for his work in the Fast
Hostia, Cody Walker.
Furious 7,
Madre mía,
where he
loco.
completed after his brother's passing. Joyby, he was part of the Millennium team on League of Legends, so another one of those former LoL pros who have been over here, and he's been a part of that roster. Also, as a coach, so I mean, a lot of knowledge being brought to the stage. Cody was also at the Summer Block Party, so he's got the experience.
And I got to give some love to Cody because I just found out that he's been a PC gamer since 1996. He played games like
Estoy intentando escuchar a ver qué
started too.
dicen.
PC games, FPSs, and it's just awesome. We're going to continue forward always. We're just moving in the pace here. Max Carver and Nick A30.
Madre mía.
Who's had roles on shows like Desperate
Empiezan a hacer flexiones, ¿eh?
From Nick A30.
Uy, ese está todo mamadísimo, ¿eh? Y juega Fortnite. Nick A30.
Excuse me, did you say Little Flex? Did you see Nick's arm? He's got guns! Yeah, you better have a permit or something. I don't know who let you loot before,
Está
but like,
diciendo lo de
you have to
sus
get on the
brazos.
battle bus. Like, you're not allowed to walk around with two legendary ARs like
Armas.
that. And then
No
Max
sé,
Carver
han
on the
dicho
side,
guns.
like you said, Desperate Housewives, Team Wolf, The Leftovers, and he actually has an identical twin brother who stars in many of the roles. But now on to the next pair because we're excited to get them out there. It's Graham Rogers and I Ferris. Graham is an actor known for his TV roles on Revolution, Ray Donovan, and Atypical. He's originally from Pennsylvania and moved to LA when he was 18 to pursue acting. Well, looks like it worked pretty well. And then I Ferris was born and raised in Saudi Arabia, came all the way to New York City to compete, has been around the Fortnite scene from the very beginning, and one of their major streamers and content creators.
We'll see if that T-pose from the both of them is going to be very, if it's going to hold up. Continue forward, another duo that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about. Not that we're not excited about everybody. It's Sean O'Malley and Courage JD.
Courage. Ahí está Courage.
Listen to that roar, the other half of the girth
Mania.
and Courage just got knocked out. Sean did compete in
Hijo de
the
puta.
Pro-Am as well.
Fingiendo.
He's there, he's on the stage. These two towering, wait, what's going on right now? Excuse me, who? No.
¿Por qué va a hablar?
Hey, why do you
Listen up. I know this is a very exciting time, but there's something very serious and near to my heart that I think we should take a listen to. Roll the tape.
El puto amo.
Hey everyone. As you know, streaming platforms like Twitch and YouTube have been around for ages. And very handsome, talented, good-looking gamers like myself need to take the necessary time to look after our old and brittle elders. One day, you get up out of your gaming chair and you're just not as quick. Or your jokes, well, they all turn to dad jokes. Hello, my name is Courage JD, and today I'm extremely excited to announce my brand new charity. It's a cause near and dear to my heart. It's for our good friend, Dr. Lupo, who gets
oh, qué mono, cabrón.
Single
no. Te pones al Dr. Lupo así.
Hand-eye coordination, eyesight, and his hearing has completely gone downhill. So please, join me in supporting the Geriatric Gamer Foundation so my friend, Dr. Lupo, can get the help he so desperately needs. Thank you.
Está bien.
Wow. Just, I mean, he doesn't look particularly happy about that, but he looks like he has something to say. He's going to type it on in there and, just going to fire it right back on Adam. Let's zoom on it. Punch on that, and he said...
Let's go, Dr. Lupo.
What was that? Was able to get Courage back a little bit, give the opportunity there. But you know what, Jack? I appreciate the foundation. If you are going to start it, Ben could use all the help he could get. Now we're going to go on to our next duo, and I'm going to need you guys to do something important up in the stands rather than clapping or yelling for them. I need you to put your hands up high in the air and wave
Marshmallow Ninja,
for Jordan Fisher and Ewok. Make sure you get a nice and loud, give him that applause.
What?
Jordan Fisher, the American singer, dancer,
¿Y ese niño?
actor, quite literally does everything. I'm not even sure he's human. And
Ese niño jugando, loco. Ese no tiene nivel. Te lo juro, ese niño no tiene nivel.
She's best known, well, for chasing down that man right next to her in the Pro-Am and making him pay.
O esa niña no tiene nivel. What?
At the summer block party when she chased down Jordan Fisher and Dr. Lupo, just unbelievable.
And we did see a bit beforehand. They might be the actual best Fortnite duo ever.com. So you can check them out there as well and see them on the stage. They're going to be looked to pressing it, but we're on to the next pair because they're excited to be here. It's Jordan Jones and Alexia Ray. Alexia being the social media star who originally became popular on Vine. So Vine, there you go.
Hola, un dúo de tías.
Popular YouTube channel Glams and has her own popular YouTube channel as well. Jordan Jones, she finished 5th on the dance reality show Abby's Ultimate Dance Competition in 2012. Since then, she's grown her own YouTube follow by making vlogs and music videos.
Just an awesome pair together. We'll see what they can bring to us today on the Pro-Am. We continue forward, of course, introducing all. We're actually going to listen into what Jordan Jones had to say ahead of the competition.
All right, Jordan, do you have any words for your
opponents
today?
Oh yeah, I got my game face on today, and me and Alexia, my partner, we got the girl power. All you boys, just watch out. We're gonna be sniping. We're gonna be getting that victory royale. So peace out, boys. Go to sleep.
Good level of confidence there coming out of Jordan, and Alexia will also be confident having been in this environment before, having been around major Fortnite competitions. She has no issue battling with the best of them. Now on to our next duo. It's RJ Mitty and Moyers 87. RJ best known for his role as portraying
LOL.
He also has
Moyor.
as his character does on the show.
El fin de que ha pasado ese estaba en Málaga. Que lo vi en persona. ¿Qué dices, loco? LOL.
That doesn't stop me from competing with the best of the best on the top level, and this pair is here to show that
Moyors ahí, LOL.
they will be taking
Mira.
names and going after everyone.
Movistar Riders. ¿Por qué tiene la camiseta de Movistar Riders?
RJ Mitty does such great things, but also Moyers.
No sé.
His reasoning that he likes gaming is because it gives him a window into doing impossible things, which is just awesome. So we're going to continue.
Español, Arriba España. Apoyen a Moyors, loco. Español. What? No sé qué está pasando, tío. Vaya entrada más rara, ¿no?
sickest intro I think I've ever seen. One, props to the cameraman too. Props to Sino as well. One of the players
K-pop o qué, no sé, tío, me rayo.
To compete in NA West and came so close to qualifying a number of times. People were looking like, wait, who are these? Why are they on the scoreboard? Who is this? And he was taking names, and now he's here to compete on the main stage. On to our next duo, we have Dead Drevel and Oscar Lod. Dead Drevel is the Mexican YouTuber who currently lives in Chicago. He creates content across 3 trade
no quería reírse, ¿no?
and is a gaming
No
and
querían
entertainment
reírse.
streamer. His 3 daughters
Oscar Lord.
watching him today from Houston.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Everyone out there with family in the crowd. Oscar Lord
Hispanohablante, hostia.
who plays Fortnite and recently started getting into his own music, trying to sing, and has found a lot of success and help there. And on to our next duo, we have Wermuturo and Chelsea. Wermuturo is a YouTube vlogger, gamer, and sketch comedian. He's been nominated for a number of awards for his channel. As this year, one of them was the
Whatever tomorrow, what the fuck?
And then Chelsea, a Mexican competitive player that came so
Whatever tomorrow. Gabo Rebel, what?
Got to talk to him last night. He was just like, hey, I'm
Vamos.
happy to be on zero ping. Nobody is
Hispanohablante,
stopping me
hostia.
Chelsea had an
Trae.
incredible rise throughout the World Cup qualifiers. You touched on it a little bit, but a strong performer all the way through. He plays Fortnite every day, he says, so who knows? Maybe he'll win a lot of money for his charity of choice.
I think he has the potential to do it. He's one of the most aggressive players there. And now on to our next duo. We have Rear Gamer and the Slayer 360.
The Slayer, loco. ¿Qué cojones? Más hispanohablante, loco. Un aplauso, chaval. The Slayer, lol.
That's the back-to-back, and she was Miss Regional California Teen in 2011. She also says she will never not play as
Tampoco habrá mucho nivel aquí, no habrán lates, Yo lo digo yo.
A YouTube from Mexico who says that he cannot say the letter R correctly, but
Ya sabes, de México ha dicho,
I definitely can't, so we have something in opposite, I guess.
Ya sabes, biker. Thorman, loco. Vamos, más hispanohablante, hostia. Creo que están saliendo todos hispanohablantes. Su hermana está en Málaga también. Yo lo he visto en persona, es un genio.
Jared Aberson is the Canadian actor known for his roles in American Animals, Hello Destroyer, and Travelers, but I think the more interesting the fact, he's a trained mixed martial artist and Muay Thai kickboxer, has a record of 110 and 200 in each, but his MMA name, ready Balla, get this, Wolfblood.
What? Really?
Wolfblood. That's good. That's crazy. Terrifying. Like, don't want to run into anybody like that. Now our next duo, Robles and Chigua.
Vamos, Robles. Hostia, Robles y Chigua. Que esos dos son argentinos. Loco. Vamos. Hispanohablante.
And his partner there is Chigua, an Argentinian Fortnite player who used to play a lot on console, but now he's wanted to up his game. He's gone to keyboard and mouse, and he's seen a lot of success in rapid growth.
That's awesome. A lot of players are doing the same thing, making the switch to controller to PC, so maybe some people will become fans of him. Next duo is David Williams and Wildcat. David Williams being the professional poker player and popular Magic the Gathering player. He also competed on tons of awesome shows, such as Season 7 of the popular Fox cookie show, MasterChef.
And honestly, if you want to cook for me, let me know, because he's looking to try and open up a restaurant. I'll come through, and then Wildcat has been around the scene forever. He's been playing games forever. You can check him out. We have a soundbite from both of these guys. Let's listen in to what these two competitors had to say.
All right, guys, what message do you have for your opponents?
Marksman and JT Brown need to stay on the far side of the map, avoid us if they want to have a chance to do well.
Tómalo.
The other teams are in trouble. Most of the celebrities usually are pretty bad. I've seen a lot of these pro-ams. Unfortunately for them, I might have more hours playing Fortnite than most of the pros. I mean, I play all
El
the
tío ha
time.
jugado a Fortnite mucho.
I usually play on an iPad. Today I have to play on a controller, Xbox controller. But luckily, I brought my Xbox with me. Been in the hotel grinding. He's been exploring New York City. He doesn't need to practice.
Acá juego en el hotel en la equipo. Puede tener suerte.
Wow, wise words from them there, and also calling out their buddies a little bit, saying, hey, JT and Markson, don't come anywhere near us. But our next duo, we have Michael Dreyer and Myth. Myth being one of the original builders in the community, all about it, getting a little bit in there, all about the dance moves. Myth was the one who pioneered a lot of the initial meta, encouraged people and pumped positivity into the community. Very popular streamer. And then Michael Dreyer is the American actor best known for his roles on Mr. Robot, Deception, and Sneaky Pete. In 2018, he ran the Honolulu Marathon, and he'll be running the New York City Marathon in 2019.
Next up, we have Max Wax Motif, apologize for that, and Musil, the Australian players. The first one, Wax Motif, the Australian DJ and music producer. It has influences from R&B to disco to UK bass, so all over the place, really, for Wax Motif.
Yes, it is.
Musil K, the American YouTuber who's actually based in Sydney, in South Wales. He likes to keep his content humorous. I always think of him as the player who tried to knock somebody off the mountain with a shopping cart in the first Pro-Am.
He was not successful, just to let you know. But on to our next duo. Alexander is the Japanese-Peruvian actor and model who has so many names that are amazing, but the last of which is Diablo. And then you have Vodka, the Japanese YouTube personality, whose skill level, he says, is as good as some of the best pros around the world. He says sometimes he has a bad mouth, but a gentle heart. It's okay, we'll help you fix up that filter here with a family-friendly audience, but they look excited to be here. And look at those shades on Alexander.
Yeah, those are stylish. I wonder if he could see inside, though. We're going to continue forward. The Japanese players. It's Ellie and Nekukun. Ellie, who joined us in the last Pro-Am, he's a Japanese dancer and performer for Japan's #1 boy band, Sandaime J Soul Brothers.
Yes, and he also
Chile mientras.
where he goes by the name of Crazy Boy. So let's see if he can get crazy on him today. And then Nekukun is his partner, the Japanese Fortnite streamer, who is pumped to be here, excited to take it on. Let's hear what Ellie had to say before the competition.
All right, Ellie, do you have any message for your opponents today?
Que sea el último ninja y más melo, que madre mía, porque...
Watch out for Crazy Boy. Sayonara. Bang.
Sayonara.
Like we said, got to watch out for the Crazy Boy. He's on a mission, wants to make it happen. Now our next pair is Claire Grant and Jacob. Claire Grant is the American actress, model, and producer who co-founded Team Unicorn, which has made a web series and music video parodies, including Geek and Gamer Girls and All About That Bass. Fun fact, she says her burps have been known to rattle windows. Hey, we got that in common. And then Jacob is a YouTube personality all the way from Poland, here to play some Fortnite, tear up the stage, and he says he wants to win some money for charity, but he's also just looking to have a good time.
And that he will have for sure. I'm absolutely amazed by that. We're going to continue forward. It's Business Boy and Frizz. Frizz, another Polish streamer who, you know, he enjoys Fortnite. He and his, look at that pink hair. It's awesome. His girlfriend has some as well, so awesome duo there. We'll see if this duo, though, of Business Boy and Frizz can do anything on the stage. Business Boy, the music producer who has worked with artists like Lil Nas X, Party Next Door. He's extremely athletic, as you can tell. We'll see if he can do anything with that athleticism on the stage.
Yes, and he has been called the basketball Dre before, and now just after them, we have Symphony and Vinny Pergola. Vinny Pergola being one half of the Phantoms duo who's competing today. He was also an actor turned DJs. You might recognize him from shows like That's So Raven, The Bernie Mac Show, and Misbehave. Now Symphony looking fantastic today. Definitely showered, got the gel in his hair. All about the streams, the content, and the fast edits. Originally known as the best editor in the West, he pioneered some of those quick resets and go, making people look foolish.
Yeah, still did it through the entire time in the summer skirmish. And continue through Kyle Catlin from the Phantoms as well. And you heard Sundown say his brother was a teen actor. He was also a teen actor. He played on shows just like the Bernie Mac Show, which we already talked about, and 10 Things I Hate About You. And they became the duo that you know them about. It's the Phantoms. Moving forward as well, his duo partner, Kay. We just saw him perform in the Creative World Cup. And he's a British YouTuber, Twitch streamer, org owner, all this sorts of stuff. Is also known for the meme, you know it. That's insane, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. But now our next duo, all the way from down under, trying to prove they're here for you. It will not be easy, but they're hoping that one day they will find peace on the Battle Royale island. Alice in Wonderland is the Australian electronic dance music producer. She has been best known for, well, her most recently, her single Peace, her album Run, in so many amazing things. She sings, plays the cello, and is also just a genuine human being. Likes to stress that it's all about positive mental health and being there for the other person. Loser Fruit, a very popular Australian streamer, part of the Click House, which is multiple of Australian content creators, and she was the first Australian Twitch streamer to hit 1 million followers. And fun fact, she can do a perfect cartwheel.
That's amazing for Loser Fruit there. On the floor still, they're going to grace us with their presence. It's Desmond Chiam and Mr. Fresh Asian. We have a lot to say about Mr. Fresh Asian.
Madre mía, Mr. Fresh Asian, loco.
All the World Cup qualifiers and had just a fun time doing it, and really placed highly in some of them too.
Yes, and he was streaming it the entire time. Got a chance to talk with Desmond last night, the actor, writer, known for the Shannara Chronicles, Magic Camp, and NCIS Los Angeles. He also break dances under the alias B-Boy Desmond, and back in the day, he used to min-max on EverQuest. We talked about min-maxing earlier in min.
Whoa.
Wait, excuse me?
Let's introduce your new champions at the end of the day.
Va a presentar a Ninja de más malo. Vale, no. Ha dicho WWE. Campeón WWE.
I have a YouTube channel called Up, Down, and we're almost at 2 million subscribers. So I'd appreciate if everyone watching would subscribe right now. Thank you very much.
And a long time ago, I was on America's Got Talent, and I didn't win, and I'm still salty about it.
I am a 6-time and current reigning WWE World Tag Team Champion!
And not even 3 hours ago, I bought this title at Walmart.
Now, the teams that you're going to see here today all have one celebrity and one professional gamer.
Oh, but not us, baby boy. No.
Baby boy.
What you're looking at is not one, but 2 celebrities. 2. And not one, but 2 professional gamers. 2. And that is the advantage that we are going to use in order to run wild through our competition.
And at the end of the day, you are looking at the 2019 Fortnite World Cup Pro-Am Champions. Now hit our music.
Con la música.
Oh, y'all ain't got music for us?
What the fuck? ¿Qué pasó?
Okay, we don't need no music.
Bailan así porque sí. Yo los he ido acercándose así. Easy peasy.
You know what, Xavier? Thank you so much. It seems to now be a tradition. The first Pro-Am, he walked in with CDN III on his shoulders. The second one, he crowned himself king before the competition, and now he just hops on the line, grabs a microphone, and declares themselves the champs with belts. And also, the disparity between those belts is moderately hilarious.
It is hilarious. And for the next time, can we get them some music, please?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Definitely, we need the music, because if Xavier's going to be up there, like, you don't even see anything happening. But yeah, that was a lot going on. But enough of the interruption. We need to get into the last 5th of the players. It's Liam McIntyre and Lachlan. Lachlan, of course, being the Australian gamer known for posting Fortnite and Minecraft-related content on his self-titled channel, which has earned more than 12 million subscribers, has been around the scene from the beginning, played in the career before this. Then Liam McIntyre, the Australian actor, best known for playing the lead in 2 of the Spartacus series. He has also appeared in Legend of Hercules, The Flash, Gears of War 4, and Pulse, amongst many other roles. And fun fact, he's never tasted Coca-Cola. Well, you're not messing a whole lot there.
¿Ha dicho Coca-Cola?
It's Pai Tamben Joga and Detonator out of Brazil. Pai Tamben Joga is the Brazilian YouTuber. He told us he actually only played Battle Royale, and he won his very first match. But then, wait, what is that beard? Is amazing.
You're looking at the beard. I'm looking at the Brazilian national team, like almost Fighter Lord Detonator, having none of it. They are. You know what? I just want to hear what Detonator has to say, because that is incredible. Everything about that is amazing, and please tell us more.
All right, Detonator, what is some trash talk you have for your opponents?
If you are my opponent,
¿Por qué coño habla
you'll be
así?
eliminated. Don't trust me.
No sé si habla así de verdad.
Don't do this, because you'll be eliminated by the power of the heavy metal from Detonator.
Looking to eliminate everyone in his path. That was the
No he escuchado nada de eso, pero
direction I thought we were going with that. So let's get on to the next pair. Another Brazilian representative is Edukov in Flakes Power. Edukov, a 28-year-old Brazilian YouTuber, recently moved to the U.S. to improve his English and currently lives in Florida. On top of his hyper-successful daily vlog showing his day-to-day activity, he streams games like Fortnite and Minecraft. And then Flakes Power, content creator who also came from Brazil, has played in a number of big competitions, has been around, and he knows his way around the competitive community.
Moving on forward, it's Mora and Calango. Calango, the Brazilian YouTuber, so we're continuing on the Brazilians. And Fortnite players, obviously, otherwise he wouldn't be here. He's only been a pro Fortnite player for 4 months, but he says he's somebody to look out for.
Yes, and then Mora is the businessman, podcaster, and musician. He's been creating content for almost 10 years, and recently just did his own talk show. Just after that, we have PC Siqueira in 7. PC Siqueira is the Brazilian YouTuber, presenter, and comic book colorist. He makes a lot of content for the TV and online. He has a famous chihuahua, and his name is Nina. And now after that, you have 7, the Latin American YouTuber who looks pumped to be here. Unfortunately, I don't know if you're going to need that crutch, but his back hurts? Oh, okay, I got you. It's an old joke. Dr. Lupo, maybe you got that one. That was a little over my head, but you can see 7 looking to rep, excited to be here. I've seen they've been putting time in the practice room, so they're taking this serious.
Gracing us on the floor with their presence, it's Jeremy Ray Taylor and Slavo Man. Jeremy Ray Taylor, the American actor, known for his role as Ben Hanscom in Stephen King's It, and as Sonny in the film Goosebumps 2.
I absolutely loved him in It. Plays a fantastic character. Will be back as well. And then you have Slogo Man, there, an English content creator who makes gaming videos and posts real-life videos such as challenges and QAs. As a kid, he hated slugs, so he made his name Slogo Man all about it. He calls his fans the Slugs, Slogo Army, and Sloganators. And he has a big interest in psychology and played rugby in college.
And the guys that Wildcat warned to stay on the edge of the mat, it's JT Brown, and I'm Marksman. I'm Marksman, one of the players who has been around the competitive scene, playing a number of skirmishes, but opting to, do some stuff at the Pro-Am here.
And now this is JT Brown's 3rd Pro-Am. The pro NHL player is looking to make waves. He's become a big Twitch streamer and being involved in the community, and he gets a lot of the other NHL guys involved, and has done a great thing with his organization as well, bringing athletes into the world of competitive gaming. They are a pair to look out for, because Marksman has competed on basically every level of the game, and he knows how to pull out some tricky plays.
Speaking of tricky plays, another duo that's experienced both at the Pro-Am and the competitive scene is Mackenzie Bourne and Fear Itself.
Yes, Mackenzie Boyd is the American singer-songwriter originally from Lafayette, Louisiana. He competed in the last Creative Showdown on the Chicken Champions, had amazing plays, also known for his songs Roses and Little Half Moon, competed on American Idol. Fear Itself, the former retired professional Halo player, somebody I grew up watching and seeing like, wow, competing on that main stage, has played on teams like Final Boss. He named himself after Franklin Delano Roosevelt's speech because he thought it sounded cool. Now on to our next duo baller. It's Joey Fatone, an expert thief.
Joey Fatone, a lot of people. He's the American singer, dancer, actor, and television personality, best known as the member of the classic boy band NSYNC. 2007, he came in 2nd place on the ABC reality show Dancing with the Stars. Joey says he loves VR games and plays them with people all over the world at 3 a.m., but let me tell you here, this ain't a VR game, and it ain't 3 a.m.
No, but he has great footwork and expert thief, the YouTube gamer and rapper who does gaming commentaries. His adopted name is Kevin, while his birth name is Dante, with the latter being his stage name. He's been creating content for 13 years, doing vlogs, skits, and more, and we had an opportunity to catch up with him and hear what he had to say before they took the stage.
All right, expert thief, do you have a message for your opponents today?
All I'm gonna say is watch your back, because I'm gonna be right behind you,
And I know how you build, and I know how you play. I've been studying, okay? And I'm really sneaky. That's all I'm gonna say. All right? This is especially to you, Tifu.
What I find funny about that is as he's calling out Tifu, I don't know if you saw it, Tifu was right over his shoulder and he started nodding when he said, "That's for you, Tifu." It's like Tifu's like, "Yeah, come get some, let's go." But onto one of our last duo pairings, we have Edwin Hodge and Craps. Craps is a German YouTuber. He's been around the scene for a long time, makes a ton of content. And Edward Hodge, the actor, best known as playing Dante Bishop in the Purge film series. Breaking the Dance Moves out right there. It is the only actor to appear in all of the first 3 films, and he says he is addicted to golfing.
So we'll see what they have to do, whether those golf skills translate, whether Craps can carry through with his experience on YouTube and creating content and all sorts of creative stuff as well.
And I mean, he has been around since quite literally the very beginning. We're talking season 1, season 2, making content over in Germany. He has been all about it and pressing forward. And I mean, this group, this entire pairings, all of them are so fun to be around in their own way. And when they all will interact on the island, it's going to be ridiculous. I mean, we've seen some of the starting island shenanigans that happened before, and I'm just pumped for when we get out there and to see how some of these players interact, because you can already tell there's some bad blood out there. There's some people calling each other out. You got Marksman and Wildcat right away. Edwin Hodge calling out Tifu. Like they're saying, no, we're coming for it. I've also seen a number of these pairs. Hey, One Shot Girl and Chandler, they were in the practice room every single opportunity they got. They were down there, they were playing duos, they're doing everything they can. Call-outs were there. I mean, you know Nick is going to bring his all as well. Nick A30, who played and competed with One Shot Girl in the creative showdown. I mean, he's pumped to be here.
Yeah, he's pumped to be there. We also have all sorts of players who competed last month at the Summer Block Party. Aiden, his partner, a lot of other people as well. Tons of pro players, tons of celebrities. You're going to have a blast watching this, and I can't wait to get in the action as well.
And I mean, one thing, you think of just like some of the DJs who are out there. Lost Kings, Phantoms, Alice in Wonderland, Wax Motif, just like all of these guys. I know just naming some of them who I'm a little more familiar with and listen to, but I just am so excited. And plus all the actors, you got basketball players, and I don't want to say more importantly, but all of the Fortnite players as well, who are so incredible. And oh my, what is that? Oh, okay, so that is your reigning Pro-Am champions. Pro-Am number 1, Marshmallow and Ninja, and then Airwalks and RO Crime on the other side, the winners from the Summer Block Party. And I mean, they're allowed in the winner's circle.
They are allowed in the winner's circle. Zeke there too. See what they have for us, of course. Everybody ready to get the Pro-Am started.
Guapo, guapo.
Ready to get it started, but not without these 2 marquee pairs. And just listen to the crowd. They're excited to be there. They're ready to play. These people were at the top of their game. Airlock qualified for the World Cup. Crime is out there. Ninja and Marshmallow, the original pop-off pair.
Solari, ¿quién está eres tú?
Zeke, what do you got for us over on the stage with our reigning champions?
Gentlemen, Fortnite fans around the world, we couldn't do this without our reigning Pro-Am champions. The Summer Block Party Pro-Am champions, Airwax and Rhyme. Gentlemen, any words to your competition?
Good luck. Good luck.
2 Airwalks.
Your 2018 Pro-Am champions, Ninja and Marshmallow. The duo is back together. Ninja, I'll come to you. Smell, I know you don't like to talk, but any words for competitors?
You know, we just want to say good luck to you guys as well, to everyone who's participating, and you know, I hope we end up meeting in the finals in one of the last games.
There you have it. Gentlemen, if you'll take the stage, the Pro-Am is about to begin.
Por fin empieza, ¿no? Un anuncio por lo menos, ¿sabes?
I'm coming for
Ojo que la da. Le da el tío, Qué guapo el trofeo, ¿no, loco? Musicote, en verdad,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fortnite Pro-Am Part 3. I'm Golden Boy alongside with Monster D-Phase here, the Boricua boys back in our hometown of New York City. And we couldn't be more excited to call the action here today because it's going to be a good one. The players loaded up on the stage. Monster, I think we're going to be in for a banger today.
Yes, we are. A banger like that track. Mike Realm just dropped some beats on us. That was so fire.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, you know, little warm for me. Good thing I had some pancakes standing by, you know?
We got all kinds of stuff ready for you guys today, that's for sure.
I've known Xavier Woods for a very long time, and I've always asked him, where do you keep getting these pancakes from? So I finally decided to steal some for myself. They're going to go bad eventually, but might as well. Have a stack of pancakes.
Yep,
you're my friend.
And we got them here, and we're ready, so just like that.
Well, let's go through the format and see how this whole thing's going to work. Get you guys up to speed in case you're joining us for the first time. This is how it all plays out. When you hit 15th place, you get yourself 3 points. When you get to 10th place, you get 2 additional points, making it 5 points total. When you get to the top 5, you'll get 7 points there, and a victory royale will grant you 10 points total. But here's the big one. Each elimination will be 1 point. So players can look to really rack up some points in these games, kind of like what Airwax did in the last program at the Summer Block Party.
That's right. We watched Airwax come out here, which I had the pleasure of being on the mic for, and it was super intense, showing that he is here for a reason at the World Cup stage. It's not only that, he qualified.
That's right. He qualified. His talent is something that we all have to take note of. He certainly is going to be one of those players that we look at on that stage and you think is going to be a threat to each and every one of the duos that are going to be in that island. But you got some formidable threats out there as well. You know, the crowd, they cheer for Tfue, they cheer for Aiden, you know, Cloaksy as well. Some great players that are going to be out there. And to top it off, they got some great duos to support them as well. And that's going to be the difference maker here, Monster. Because every time we do one of these pro-ams, it's always about that duo partner, right? Like, how do they complement their team?
Exactly, and with that, is it going to be enough? Because they're fighting for a lot of prize here. So we're going to jump into that and see if that duo can carry you all the way through.
That's right. The money that they're going to be playing for here today is for charity. Keep that in mind. So let's take a look here. First place is going to get $1 million toward the charity of their choice. Second through 50, everyone's going to get it. Okay, and no one's going to walk away empty-handed. You're $500 grand for second place. So the difference between first and second is $500,000 going to charity. That's huge stuff. Fortnite constantly giving back to the community. And here's the thing. The reality of it all is that we could very well see, given how this format works, a new champion. There could be a new duo that is going to be walking on that winner circle. It may not be Marshmallow, it may not be Ninja. 2018, Fortnite was played in a very different way.
That's right.
And then Airwax with that dominating performance last time. One has to wonder, Monster, could he repeat that again? Look at the people out there in the crowd chilling out, having a good time. They don't want to be seen on camera. I respect that.
Wave.
I feel bad.
Yes, on you.
I feel bad because I know a lot of people don't want to see me on camera because this shirt's probably you know, killing your eyes right now.
Well, both of our clothes are just screaming out. You know,
I look good. My mama told me I look good. She's in the house, so I figured I'd do that.
Al final me bebo toda la botella, de acuario. ¿De que empiece?
We're obviously looking forward to seeing these players take the stage, but before we do that, we actually have Aiden saying about the duo. What you got for me?
Cuando empiecen seguro. Hostia, mira, ese tío tiene al lado toda la mesa.
All the way over here, but I am joined by Aiden and Robert Abney from Lost Kings. They came in second place at the Summer Pro-Am, so you can bet they are here to take first place today. Have you two practiced at all?
Yeah, we talk a lot, so we have a good idea what we're going to do. And especially playing in the last one, we're familiar with each other, which I think helps a lot.
That definitely, having that team synergy definitely helps. Now, Aiden, you are no stranger to playing in LAN environments. This one's a little bit different. Who do you have with you here today?
I have my mom and my dad, my girlfriend, and my 5 mods. I hear them screaming back there. I love you guys.
That's incredible. You have such an amazing support system now. You guys are playing for charity. This is a massive event. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's an honor to be here, and the fact that Epic Games provides everybody with the opportunity to play, and for charity and just make money for themselves. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm honored to be playing for Wounded Warriors, and I'm just gonna enjoy this moment. It's great.
Thank you so much. And just one more for you. Now, you are a DJ duo. Is your counterpart at home watching right now, or is he here?
He's playing. So my duo partner is playing with his duo partner for the World Cup tomorrow. So we're about to take over.
Interesting how that worked out, isn't it?
Yeah, it may have been set up.
May have been, definitely. Well, good luck today, guys. I will definitely be rooting for you, GB Monster. Back to you at the desk.
Always a pleasure to hear from him. I remember meeting Robert Abisi last Pro-Am, and he was so into it. He said, I just want to go home now and just practice. And we talk about picks to win. And second place last summer block party at that Pro-Am, as we had mentioned, was Aiden and Robert Abisi. You know what? I'm going to make a bold proclamation here, Monster. I think they're going to take it. I think Aiden and Robert Abisi are going to take this year's Pro-Am.
Well, I'm going to have to, stagger that and bring back, I don't know, maybe an old rivalry, because this time, we have Nick Merckx here. How about I put my money on Nick Merckx, and you put your money on Aiden if you want to do that?
Okay, interesting stuff, interesting stuff. Well, one player here that everyone obviously wants to see succeed is Tfue. We actually had an opportunity to get some words from him. Let's check it out.
Hey, my name's Turner, aka Tfue. I'm playing with my teammate Nav. I've been kind of friends with him for a while. I've only played with him a few times, but I'm feeling pretty confident, pretty hyped. I'm excited.
This is wait. Trying to snake him in. Can you get him to drop it? What is that angle?
Basically, we're just going to try to take down everyone we can. We're going to play really aggressive throughout the whole thing, looking for the weaker players, I guess you could say. The biggest threat is probably, once again, Cloaksy. I said this last Pro-Am. He's really the only big threat that I see here. Airwalks, that guy's a bot. Ninja, he's a bot. Cloaksy's hype, but me and Nav are going to stomp them all. So. My current favorite weapon is probably the combat, just because it's so versatile. You can use it close range, medium range, even long range at some instances if you need to, pick somebody's health off little by little. I'm donating to the Action Sports Foundation. Basically what they do is they help special needs and handicapped people with physical therapy, action sports, like whether it be skateboarding or riding, in a skate park on a wheelchair or anything really. My experience in New York so far has been pretty dope. I haven't really met too many people yet, but I'm excited to meet all the people coming from different countries, even people that just came up on the scene that are new that I've became friends with over the past few months. So pretty excited to meet all of them, have a good time. Other than that, I'm ready.
Tfue had a lot of strong words for his opponents. And, calling Ninja and Airwalks a bot after they had won Pro-Ams and he hasn't. Some bold words there, Monster.
You gotta love Tfue. Always ready to paint a story, create a rivalry, right? And then just make it interesting. I mean, look the way he's dressed. He's got his vest on.
He's ready.
Seems serious.
He's clearly ready. And I know everyone here wants to get ready and into the games. And we also want to let you all know as well that there are going to be numerous ways for you to watch this very competition of Fortnite Pro-Am. All you got to do is go to Fortnite.com/watch. And there you can actually pick a variety of different POVs. You can see the map. You can see a bunch of cool things. Definitely check it out. Once again, go to Fortnite.com/watch. There we go. You can level up your viewing experience. And then you also have a lot going on here as well. So here are the feeds. This is what you're going to look at, right? So you'll, in feed 1 and feed 2, you'll get the first, second place players. But then feed 3, you're going to get Ninja and Marshmallow. And then on feed 4, you're going to get Airwalks and Arl Grime. So this way, you can see our defending champions in their perspective and how they're going to coordinate. You also got Nick at 30, Max Carver. Let's not forget about Courage and Sean O'Malley, Doigby, and Cody Walker. And then for the Latin American community, you're going to have Flakes Power and Anderson Silva. So lots of great perspectives there. Also Asia as well. It's going to be Ellie and his duo. So there's going to be a bunch of perspectives for you to check out. Fortnite.com/watch. Don't forget about that. And have some fun. Have some fun watching this event. It's
Which, by the way, I love, because if you're a fan of any of those guys, you can literally see their points of interest, which is super dope.
Yeah, exactly. You can learn from some of the best that play this game, especially the Fortnite content creators, see where they go. A lot of the players now are going to be on the island, loading up, getting ready to go. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I want to get into this already, and I know we're going to get there eventually. But, you know, a little anxious, of course. And I have to wonder, you know, what other duos are going to be standing out? Because Tifu had mentioned Closey, him and Whit Lowry. They have the potential to be able to upset some people here, but he didn't really do it at the last Pro-Am. Closey was kind of quiet at that event. I want to see him turn up, especially here in New York City, because, you know, he lives like right here.
Yeah, you know, and I'm also excited for Yoshi. Yoshi represents, you know, on the Team Solari cast. It's a pleasure seeing him come out here. We always see him commentate. But, you
Pueden empezar ya, te lo juro, tío, me estoy aburriendo mucho.
I'm gonna be rooting for Yoshi and Freddie Estroma as well. Yeah, the French community loves him. Always got to give him some extra props.
You saw for a second there, Courage and Dr. Lupo right next to one another. So perhaps there could be some shenanigans, maybe sabotage.
Oh boy!
I think Lupo's probably insulting Jack in a variety of different ways.
They actually even slammed Tim the Tatman over to the left of Lupo as well. So that's an interesting lineup right there.
You never keep them separate from one another.
Nope.
You know, you never keep them separate. We're also going to have a lot of controller players playing out there too. And while controller players, obviously I'm controller gang, always going to represent. I want to see how they play out. I think we got a few pro controller players like Aiden, who I had picked before.
That's right.
Get into a box, really cause a ruckus, especially for the pro players. Aiden has qualified for the Fortnite World Cup in the duo side. Airwalks as well, another dominant player. We have a lot of players here that have qualified for the big event, and they're going to look to prove a point, I think, which is going to be the best part. Not only because they're going to play in that competition, but they're also going to get this warm-up opportunity in front of this crowd here at Arthur Ashe Stadium. It's kind of a little bit of an advantage.
You know, at the end of the day, as long as they feel prepared, that's what we love and want to see. But like you said, there is a lot riding on the line here, right? It's all about earning that respect and or keeping it, because at the end of the day, these trophies are super nice.
Yeah, pretty awesome trophies there. The golden Creighton pickaxe that we've given out in the past. You see players warming up, getting ready, getting comfortable. A few other duos to talk about was Pi and Detonator. Detonator, I don't know what that video was, but it made me mildly uncomfortable. So, and the fact that he's not wearing a shirt.
Yeah, you know, it
disturbs me.
Came out, you know, got the couple buttons down in the front, you know, just letting it breathe.
Yeah, letting it breathe a lot. I don't know. That one certainly threw me off. There's Marshmallow. You know, he doesn't really like to talk that much, so I wonder how he's going to communicate with Ninja. They've done it once before, though. They've done it once before. Certainly they could do it again.
A couple emotes right there from Marshmallow, so maybe he'll just be playing right there, showing off the controller. Yeah, that's right. Give him a little ring. Making sure it's all good. He's going to let the gameplay and the moves do the talking.
I appreciate that he's also going to be using his own skin as well. So.
Oh, you have to.
You have to. If you have a skin in the game, you got to go for it.
Little ego boost right there, you know?
Yeah, that's some protection.
Nick Merckx.
Yeah, it's your pick.
Hey, I had to. You went with Aiden. I figured we
I know, and I know
rivalry.
Papa Nick Merckx, who's out there, probably got really mad at me that I didn't pick Nick to win. But it's okay though. It's all for the storylines. Hopefully he understands that.
Nick
A30, most positive human being. You play with Nick A30 a lot?
All the time.
What does he bring to the table?
Oh, he's a legend. I mean, as long as he can keep his cool, not get in his head. Nick, I know you hear us from here. Just stay calm and do what you do, man. He's such a great player. Would love to see him come out and shine.
Yeah.
Once or twice in a Pro-Am today would be pretty fantastic.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He wanted to create a showdown at the summer block party.
Yeah, he's had his moments of greatness.
He has. So clearly capable of being able to do this, being able to win on the big stage in front of a crowd. There's Detonator again. Just, you know,
he looks so ready.
And you know, I'm actually impressed playing with a keyboard and mouse. I thought that Detonator would have his own custom controller with spikes on it. Okay, there's a lot of dialogue being exchanged there. Also, talk about Detonator's bangs. Man, nailed that one. I'll never be able to have that ever. That's a heartbreaker.
Looks like he's
Is he gonna get his own teammate as well?
Yeah, definitely.
At some point. There's Ewok Jordan Fisher. This is a duo that actually I think is going to be very, very good in this one because they Jordan told me yesterday they've been practicing, they've been putting in the work, and I think that's a squad that can go very, very far. Very, very far. Well, while we get ready and get things started up here, folks, we have another interview on the stage. We got Mackenzie Borg along with my buddy, Fear Itself, with Pookie. What's going on?
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am just all over the place today. I'm having the chance to talk to some incredible players. That is absolutely right. I am down here with Mackenzie Borg and Fear Itself. Now, I have to be honest, you don't really put off a very fearful vibe, so we're gonna have to work on that. You gotta get the eyes, you know, it's all about the eyes. But you are no stranger to events like this. Going into today, how are you gonna carry your previous experience into the event today?
It is true. I'm a little bit of an old man, a veteran in the game. I mean, I was doing this 15 years ago in much smaller stadiums, but it's all the same. Having like in-person LAN experience is very key in this atmosphere. So I'm just gonna like channel that inner professional gamer from when I was a young buck back in the day, and hopefully it shows, you know.
Love it so much. Now you, Mackenzie, on the other hand, you have performed on the big stage multiple times. You were a contestant on American Idol, so you are not nervous at all, but I want to know, have you ever played Fortnite? I mean, you were in the other Pro-Am, but playing Fortnite in front of all these people, it's got to be different than singing.
Yeah, it's much different. I feel like singing in front of a lot of people, I'm comfortable. It's what I'm, with a guitar, I'm like super chill, but here it's like, just don't want to let fear down, and we're trying to do well.
Well, we have a few musical emotes, so if anything gets a little bit too crazy for you at any moment in time, maybe you could play those for him and calm him down a little bit. That might help. Now, have you two played together at all? Do you have any kind of strategy going into today?
We practiced a total of about an hour before this event. So we got all the practice, all the strats in the world. Don't you worry about it, Pookie.
Oh, and you just, I guess, don't want to tell me about it, right?
Oh, yeah, top secret stuff.
Oh my goodness, all right. I might be able to get a little bit out of you later. But in terms of, you know, taking your experience from the previous Pro-Am that you just played in the summer, what are you going to do the same, differently? Anything you're going to want to tell me about?
I think I'm more prepared now for the chaos and the hecticness between like the crowd, the subwoofers in the stage, and just the overall volume. It's not like sitting on my couch at home playing Fortnite. It's a completely different experience.
It's definitely different. I mean, if you want to put your feet up at one point, we can get you some Cheetos or something. It'll be great.
I'm trying to get into the more serious mode right now. I'm flipping the switch. Fear's got the switch too. We're switching it.
My goodness, well, you guys heard it here first. These guys are locked in, so I'm going to let them get a little bit more practice. Golden Boy and Monster, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you so much, Pookie, for that one. For itself, I've had opportunity of commentating many of his victories in the past across a variety of games. He's humble. He goes up there and he's humble, but this guy, when he needs to pull off the big wins, he certainly can do it. And then I think it's also interesting to note there what Mackenzie said. This is a very different vibe. When you're playing out there, the bass, the feeling. It is substantially different than chilling at home.
But honestly, he has the experience. He's been here before. You know, maybe after a couple times in the ring, you can pull it all together. That's what I'm hoping for someone like Nick A30 as well, right? You've been in this situation before with enough experience. I really think they can overcome anything.
Yeah, very true. Look at that. Positive guy, positive monster. You love to see it happen.
I'm rooting for the underdogs.
Yeah, that's right. This guy. Oh, and then obviously, I heard you in the Creator Showdown just blindly picking whoever was winning at that time.
We're not going to talk about
We're not going to go back to that. We're not going to go back to the past.
We're living in the present now, buddy.
I respect that. Well, folks, I know you guys want to get into the game. I do as well, and I was told by our team in the back that the game is getting ready to go in just a little bit. We're going to jump right into the island. It's going to be awesome, and I just want to get out there and see some Battle Royale. That's really all I care about, because these players, they're about to throw down. It's going to be awesome. You see Xavier Woods there. He does not have any pancakes, but what he does have is that SmackDown Tag Team Championship right by his side. He's got to let everyone know that he's a champion, raising it on high, and I picked it up. It is actually a very, very heavy belt. It is a heavy belt.
I had the opportunity right here. I totally should have lifted it.
You totally should have. And then Dank also has his fake Cruiserweight title belt, so low on that one. All right, folks, here we go. It's time to jump into the game, the moment you've been waiting for. The countdown is about to begin. Here we go. It is now time for the third Fortnite Pro-Am. The players are loaded into the island. The battle bus is ready to go. It starts right now. Here we go.
I love
that. Looks awesome.
Battle bus. It looks so great right there. Just take a look. Take a look at all of your competitors today, guys, because it's going to be crazy. We're going to crown one of these guys, either a new or returning champ of the day here at the Pro-Am.
Hey, it could be one half of the Girthquake. Courage JD, he'll never let me live that one down. So I hope it's not him, kid.
You have to be careful. They're on the same side of the stage now. You know, it might just flop.
Sure. You know, as my buddy Shy Wager says, could be a yum, right?
Totally
Shy's
could
gonna
be
hate
a
me.
yum.
Shy's gonna hate me for using that. All right, here we go. So, and then the other half of the Girthquake. There's Tim the Tap Man. So you're going to land over by Paradise Palms. Paradise Palms, a great spot to land monster. Tons of loot, tons of resources, great rotational opportunities from there as well.
Talk about that. It clearly looks like Tim the Tatman and Dante have a plan here. You don't just choose the backside of the map for no reason. This house specifically, known as the John Wick Mansion, down in the basement. There's a little secret stash, if you will. Now hopping over to the West World is what we like to call it, over here on the other side of the map.
Oh.
Bit of a skirmisher.
Yeah, you got Osculords looking right over at Sean. Sean choosing to disengage from the fight. Will have that green tack SMG and has full shields as well, but oh no. Dead Revel's going to be in a bad spot. Very weakened there by Sean. Sean's going to take some damage as well. This is going to be a first engagement. Sean is going to go in for the fight. And then we switch on over to Dead Revel, who's looking around. And Sean's going to be out of the game. One of the first eliminations. I think that might be the first elim that goes through.
The first was Sinu, who actually got Fear itself. I wanted to touch on it, unfortunately. But that was the first
Fear itself went out?
Yes.
Oh,
right
man,
away.
we really shouldn't have interviewed him. I feel I'm sorry, Justin.
Hey, but it's not over, right? You can always get the reboot card. He can come back here. But for now, Lost King Nyx is in a pickle.
This is rough. Rough for Nick to be in here. Now we're going to make our way to Ninja and Marshmallow, who this is another great spot to chill by. You get a ton of loot at the Lazy Lagoon. And on top of which, you know, I think there's, I believe there's going to be some ballers close by. If you want to go for that, you also have the cannons you can use, I believe, to get out of there too.
Yep, there's a lot of options for mobility here for sure. But, you know, what I like that's going on here, at least with Ninja and Marshmallow, Ninja straight up adopting, you know, his scrim and or competitive strategy, right? Lazy Lagoon, that is his most known spot for landing. So for him to land here, they mean serious business.
Yeah, and he lands here relatively uncontested. There's going to be a duo over to the north, I want to say northwest, and also someone all the way up at the tippy north there. As we make our way now down forward toward Lucky Landing, we're going to have Sinnoh here along with O'King.
We're gonna be seeing a lot of Sinnoh and O'King. Let me tell you guys right now, do not sleep on this duo right here. They are so good. Had the pleasure of casting and seeing them at the South Korean event that we, flew out to and covered over there. They are dangerous.
Well, you're hyping them up here, but unfortunately, they're going to be taking some damage from the stinks, having to push out of that fight. So when you throw down that stink grenade, it goes right through the damage. It does not hit the shields. It hits the green health bar. Not what you want to see happen here. Player, though, is going to be tucked away in the corner. And King and Sinnoh, they're two top players, so they know how to work together here, try and pin their opponents into a bad spot. Here, a few shots as well. More eliminations starting to go through. Nick 30 gets one onto Claire Grant. Aiden as well picks one up. Mackenzie's out of it. And then King and Sinnoh, they're just going to get, King's just going to get out of there.
Yeah, just wanted that pressure, but you know what? Figured a team that's working together is definitely a dangerous one. And we touched base with Yoshi a little bit earlier today. Looks like his partner Freddy is down here. He's off. He's on a quad. Can he get away? No, he has.
Get away! Oh no!
Okay. Fight's here.
Marksman. Oh, and he just tagged up. He tagged up the quad a few times. Did manage to hit him. If he would have picked up that infantry, could have had that pinpoint accuracy with that weapon. Probably could have provided a little bit more for him there, but it's also going to be a player up above. There goes the infantry rifles I mentioned before. It's such a precise weapon to take advantage of. JT Brown, they're looking around. Gonna have Jeremy Ray Taylor up above in that box there, Monster, and they're gonna be split up a little bit because they want to clean up this player around, see if they can get any of the resources.
And they did convert it right there, and little nifty trick Marksman used there, pulling out his pickaxe to reset his reticule so that his crosshair kind of tightens up just to make sure he can be as accurate as possible. So many nifty tricks, and this is why this is the pro AM, right? You have the pros, and then you have your celebrity counterparts helping them out, and Marksman is showing that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Looks like he's confidently ready to push as well. He might.
Exactly, and then we saw Ninja and Marshmallow there on the corner of your screen for a moment, continuing to loot up. Players pushing around the side here. This is going to be coming from the west. JT Brown, they're going to get vision. He has that snipe out. Maybe you get a connection perhaps, but it's going to be Marksman looking for the opportunity to take advantage of that heavy AR.
Yes, I love this. JT Brown ready to back him up. He's got extra shields and everything. He's got that legendary sniper. He knows exactly where this player is at. Just looking for a small peek right here. He might take his face off. We will see.
He's playing with a lot of confidence too. You can tell in the movements. JT Brown has played in multiple, I think he's played in every single Pro-Am that we've had. So no stranger here to this big stage. And then they're not really going to go for that fight. There wasn't really much of a reason for them to try and push in for that fight, Monster. That player did have that natural high ground. If JT Brown would have gotten the connection with the snipe, that would have been great. But you got to think about this, the storm, as it pushes on in. Now these players, you're going to take a little bit of damage here, but you have a lot of bodies scattered around. Junk Junction, Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, even Lucky Landing. There's a lot of players that are going to be on the outside, but this circle is going to be pushing in centered more toward Dusty Divot. So you're going to have that big circle around here. You're ticking for 1 damage per second as well. You got to start to make moves quickly.
Yeah, Slogo Man does not want to play around here. He does not have anything to heal with in this moment. He has a glider redeploy. I mean, he can use it to get away, but with that one person trailing behind him, knows that Bye Tambien.
You did better. I didn't even try to.
Hey, it's a little bit of Spanish right there, but hopping over to Ewok and Jordan Fisher.
You got the accent. You got the capability. I respect it.
I can pull it.
I know you can. All right. So Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This duo at the summer block party. Ewok hunted Jordan Fisher down. Enemies have become friends here. And with the baller and the shadow bombs, they're going to rotate on out, get to the safe zone. A few players are going to be around here as well. And Ewok just tagged him. Take full advantage of the ping system, right? When you're able to do that, that helps so much. Sometimes you don't even need to use your words. You can just use the ping system to relay where the threats are going to be.
Exactly, and that's what Ewok used as their primary form of communication here. Just going to lay down some fire. Didn't quite connect, but it's all good. Can she get a couple more shots? If they catch an advantage, we saw what she did last time to Jordan Fisher in the previous 2019 Pro-Am, right? The last one that just passed by where she made her debut. She pushed all the way across the field. She showed.
Ewok gets very aggressive.
She will get down.
Living up to that Ewok name. you know, Ewok will just go and bite your ankles. So that's what Ewok did in that last Pro-Am. But now we're going over to Neo Tilted. One shot girl Chandler Riggs. We're going to see K and Kyle Kaplan up above. There's K. Crowd popped for him when he had come out. Kyle Kaplan as well.
I like how Kaplan's got his marshmallow fit on as well.
Not trying to throw us off at all.
You know, honestly, that's like, I wouldn't use this, right? If you wear this fit, you're tempting other people to be like, dude, that's marshmallow, isn't it? Right? And then they just want to push.
You're not wrong there, buddy.
I'd love to catch a highlight, right?
Yeah,
it's like, dude, I'll push him right now.
Exactly.
Right?
You're not wrong there. I mean, that certainly can be a thing that players
Ojo marmelo, loco. Madre mía, como madre.
A lot of people who have studied Ninja's gameplay know that he is going to go over to that laser lagoon area. But we make our way down to the lava areas near pressure plant. This is where Marshmallow and Ninja are. And there hasn't been a lot of activity right now, right? It's been a little bit of a slower game, but that's what I like to see, right?
Y Marmelo lleva su skin, ¿sabes? O sea, wow.
In the Fortnite World Cup online qualifier, so it's nice to see some strategy.
No sé de dónde ha sacado la katana, pero creo que ha sacado gastando pavos en la cuenta.
Ninja, he's getting ambitious with these shots, managing to connect that infantry rifle, the purple infantry rifle, so good.
Yeah, Ninja actually one of the advocates for playing with weapons that are not necessarily popular or cool at the moment. Tends to play with different. So before the infantry kind of, you know, rose in popularity after changes, he was already running it, you know, deeming it one of his favorite weapons to kind of play with.
He's always been like that in any game that he plays. I remember many times casting him, whether it be Halo or any other title. He always goes for the road less traveled and does a lot of damage there.
Pues se la da bien esa arma, loco.
Look at these players as they fly about through the jet streams. Myth on the other side as well.
Sí, Myth al lado suyo.
Oh, no,
Team de Tatman, LOL.
Tim, no, Tim! And you know, he landed extra quickly. He got picked off from the sky.
I don't want to say it, but he was literally swatted like a fly right there.
Oh, that was
too easy. Taken right out. Tim Tatman goes down.
There's no friendships here in the Pro-Am, people. Ninja makes Tim the Tatman pay. It was a wide target, and he's going to hit Cody.
All right, so there he has his ball. He's going to get a bunch of extra goodies. And oh no, Ninja's ball actually flew off into the steam vent, and it's gone.
Yeah, I think he ended up going with it. Hopefully he did. Yeah, so he ends up getting the ball right on back. Just looking around. So he doesn't know, obviously, that there's going to be a duel right next to him. A lot of players are starting to convene here by pressure plant. This is where the circle is going to start to collide. And then keep in mind, this lava. When you get to those final circles and you have to go over that lava, it can be your worst enemy or even your best friend, because you can traverse the lava very quickly, but sometimes it can throw you off. And for more unexperienced players, or inexperienced players, apologies, that can certainly throw them for a loop.
Yeah, it can definitely end up also just like splitting up a team, right? And then causing some chaos that way. But man, the fact that Ninja's able to just openly hold this area right outside the main wall.
Wrecking people with this.
Yeah, look, there's another player right out the sky, right there. David Williams goes down.
Time to go collect. Time to go collect.
Go get that expensive NYC rent right there, Ninja. Go pick it up, because he's collected right here.
Oh man, he's been just swatting these players out of the sky. Tifu's going to be in a fight right now, though. Having to deal with this, going to use the shockwave grenade to get out of the engagement, reset himself. We'll have plenty of builds to work with as well. We'll also have those chug splashes for him and his teammate if he needs to use it. It's going to be Ewok and Jordan Fisher. This is a huge battle that's going to be taking place here. Tifu has the angle. He has a perspective. And with that combat shotgun, he can hit him from a distance as well. On the screen, you see Nick 830 gets eliminated, so he's going to be out of the game. But for now, all eyes are going to be set here on Tifu and this engagement with Jordan Fisher and Ewok.
Yeah, he actually had to back up. Someone storm flipped right at him, forcing him out of that area. But lucky for him, he does have plenty of shockwaves to make a ton of moves. And Ewok actually gets pelted down a few more times there.
Yeah, that's not good, because they're going to go down low, and they know exactly where they are. So they just can wait this one out.
Let me tell you right now, for every little bit of advantage Tifu gains here, the more unlikely it is that Ewok and Jordan Fisher are going to get out alive. And that's it. I think he's got his confidence all the way up. He knows he needs this loot here.
He has natural high ground. Their backs are against the storm wall. They're going to start to push up, but they're going to use the shockwave to fly out of there.
That was just one, though. He only saw one, so there it is. Oh, no.
It's kind of trapped there. Pinned. and he's waiting for him. He's gonna tag him with the combat. So much
LOL,
damage
qué
being put
busheo le
forward.
está
Tfue
metiendo.
now gonna be on the run. This is what Tfue does best when he's in your face.
Hola,
when he
adiós,
gets
que fue.
chucked, he's gonna lose a lot of health there. Now gonna be sitting at 35 HP and had to get out of there. Gonna use those shockwave grenades. The movement that you get with that utility is huge.
It was actually Jordan Fisher who came back to rescue Ewok, and it was just enough to back off Tfue. And now the entire battle's been reset. Everyone's in a danger zone here.
He really is the perfect human being. He really is. There goes the jet stream. Ewok gets out. Jordan Fisher's taking damage, people. He's got to get out of that. He manages to fly on out of there. Now, the concern I have for Ewok and Jordan Fisher, they got to get back together.
Yeah, but not only that, Tfue knows he has to get an elimination here. They are desperate. They're in shambles for gear here. And an artillery strike actually being rained down. Tfue is forced to be on defense. He's far from his teammate Nav. But look, Edwin, Hodge, and Props right here. They don't have health either. This is the perfect opportunity for Tfue.
A lot of players are going to be very, very weak. And he gets an elimination on Edwin Hodge. That's going to be Tfue's 4th elimination. Nav has 2 of his own, 6 points total.
Oh, there was a trap there!
You never suspect the trap, Tfue! Oh my word! He is disgusted with what he just saw. Nav should be able to get him though, and they'll get back into this. He does have launch pads, so they can use that to get back into a safe position, but they don't have heals, Monster.
Yes, he does. He actually has 2 campfires in his inventory.
Oh, but he doesn't have shields.
Yeah, but he has to get to zone ASAP.
Airwalks.
Airwalks, a previous reigning
Ah,
champ.
la queda nada, la
We're
Airwalks.
going to push someone off here. And oh boy, this is the Pro-Am. It's starting to heat up here.
That is going to get clipped so many times.
Absolutely.
Tfue hitting the trap. Never expected.
Imagine catching a nice little 2-piece.
Niña se ha cargado un dúo más.
That was perfect.
There goes your summer block party winners, Airwalks and RL Grime, sitting on top of their, I want to say, hodgepodge constructed tower here. Then Tfue, right next to
Ah, que
Ali.
Tfue va por
Boy,
Ali
does he
ahí.
have a video for you.
Tfue has not popped these double campfires. Oh,
Hola,
actually
le da.
just keeping it going.
That shot from Tfue, clinical. Combat shotty,
Vale, se está curando.
nothing's going to tag you from what sometimes it feels like a mile away. This player's going to be behind this tree here, and Tfue sees it. Tfue, easy pickings for the veteran. The tree
Una
goes
bala el
down, no
Tfue,
more
tío.
protection for him, but the shadow bomb is going to be used. You see that player flipping away on out of there, doing all the flippy stuff.
Actually love it as well. He sent Nav in because Nav had the materials and the health advantage there to kind of lead the way, but now they're both in a desperate situation. Tfue forced to just get to farm in here. He's going to try and get what he can off the bunker. Ninja still in the same spot just outside the volcano vents.
No reason for him to leave when he's hitting the shots the way that he has been with the infantry rifle. Your 2018 Fortnite Pro-Am champion. Marshmallow going in for the shot there. Player's going to be picked off from this guy. This is going to be Sinnoh who gets Musel. Oh man, that's rough.
Sinnoh makes it to endgame with O-King. Like I said, they're going to be a troublesome duo. There's still tons of excellent players left in the game here. See Whit Lowry down below. He's closing nearby. Uh-oh, Ninja's actually super hurt now. I think he just received the snipe.
Yeah, so Ninja's going to be in a rough spot, but we actually did catch one of his other shots earlier on. That was going to be on Michael Dreyer. That was elim number 4. Now, though, Ninja getting back to a fighting position, but he's going to get hit again.
This is rough for Ninja.
Doesn't have a campfire.
Myth there. Saw Nick Merckx.
A lot of good players.
Competitive players nearby, that's right.
Cloak is still going to be in this match. Marksman still in the game as well. Airwalks, as we had mentioned earlier, Wildcat there. Everyone gathered together here, right in between Dusty Divot and Mega Mall. Nick Merckx only with 1 elimination. When you get down to 15th place, that's when the placement points start to go through. There you see it right there, the format, how it works. Every elimination that these duos get is going to earn them 1 point, but when we hit 15th place, that's when you're going to start getting those placement points.
And look right there, Myth just ended Ninja up above in a battle, and Marshmallow's off to fend for himself as he impulsed out of the battle. And it looks like he's has to make a big decision here. Yep, he says, you know what, I'm going to get to zone, and it's time to leave Ninja's card behind. There's nothing he can do but play for placement at this point, so he goes straight for the high ground.
Marshmallow does manage to get up top there, and some great quick building is going to keep him safe for the time being. He can't get his card, and bear in mind, I mean, look at the circle. We're getting into that half in, half out circle. Movement's going to start to happen here. Players are going to have to start thinking about those pushes, the rotations, and also who is going to be gatekeeping, preventing these solo players, perhaps, from getting in.
Six eliminations. That is a ton of eliminations. Elam's matter for points, guys, just as much as placement does. For every single person that gets taken out here, Sinnoh is one step closer to grabbing a nice lead. There's a great shot there. Someone's pushing up. Oh, it's his teammate. Okay, disengage right there. All right, time to refocus. He's looking in the distance here. He sees Cody Walker, Yoshi, a new cough right there. Yoshi pops something. Looks like he had an impulse. He gets to the zone there. Cody Walker also goes down to Sinnoh. And Cough gets knocked as well. Who's that? It's going to be another. To Sinnoh's placement is so good here. Mr. Fresh Asian.
That's 8 eliminations for Sinnoh. They're going to be at 21, and I think I just saw it there that Marshmallow eliminated Dr. Lupo. Wow. We have a replay.
Eliminado a Dr. Lupo. What?
Don't say I didn't love you. Oh, he clotheslined him, baby. Hit him with a running lariat. Dr. Lupo, you ain't nothing to Marshmallow. Love it. Way to go, Marshmallow. Keeping the dream alive for him and his duo.
So good, even
Lupo's
with
give
no
me so
health.
Crap for that, by the way.
Even
I'm okay with
no
it,
health, he's still in it though. One shot girl poised right above him. Sinnoh could very well take this. He's got this ultimate high ground here with O-King.
They're playing this one like it's a qualifier lobby, man. They got that high ground. They're raining down the shots. 9 eliminations for Sinnoh. O-King providing the support, and they're just going to continue to tarp with the floor, with the pyramid, so that they can own this high ground presence. Any players that are going to be flying in the sky, they're going to punish them with their ARs and the combat shotties if need be.
So you're going to need an aerial license or something like that. They're not going to let anyone fly for free here.
No, they're not.
Flake's power gets taken out to the zone, but just enough damage from O-King is going to allow him to secure that one here, as everyone is off against the storm, trying their best to get to the next spot here. Take a look at O-King's perspective. He's got a minigun way up top.
Oh, man, the minigun shredding them. You got to be careful, though, for that storm. Look how much damage is going to be taking O-King.
Someone's actually above him, I believe. Look, he tried to break that right there. Yeah, it is. Myth.
It's Myth and Cloak are going to be engaging in this fight. Sinnoh plays that defense, protecting his teammate. Cloak is going to have a smidgen of health remaining. He's going to go right on top of Sinnoh and O-King. Chigwa just picked off one, and that's going to be Elam number 10. On to Cloak. 11 as well will be registered. That's 11 points. We're also going to be in placement here, Monster.
Wait a second. Are we still on the first game? Hold up. It's going down here.
Courage is still going to be in this one as well as Myth. Look at the play field, and look who is left. Wildcat alongside with JT Brown. You're going to have Jelty there as well. Myth, he's taking a lot of damage outside of the storm, and Myth is going to be out of it. But Courage is still in the game, folks. A possibility for him to get this first game win, but I don't know if Sinnoh and O-King are going to let him have it.
No, they're not. Not for free, at least here, as Sinnoh's landing more shots on his opponents here. He is running low on materials this time around, though. 500 mats. In comes the pressure. Will we finally give up this placement? Will we jump down to commit to this battle here? There's only 4 players left.
We're now down to the final moments of game number 1. O-King is going to be out. It is all up to Sinnoh here. Wildcat down low. He takes the shot, and it's Sinnoh with a victory. Royale. Game 1 domination from the high ground, and they never let him come up ground. That was insane. They denied them any kind of territory whatsoever.
This is why I love Fortnite right there. When you know your players, you can just smell them from a mile away. They're gonna do great things. We saw them way on the southeastern part of the map, the place that we like to call the West, right? They were there, they landed there, he took out Fear itself, and in a crazy turn of events, they slapped the entire lobby all the way through the end. Here's the final moments.
You know, I've had the pleasure of commentating a lot of esports in my career, and I always say, watch out for the South Korean players, because they're so good, and Sinnoh showing us why. Here in New York City, the first win. What a game that was. It was a little slow, I have to say. Then it ramped up. Like a good book.
That's the best part about getting full game on. This is what we tune in for, right? You get the entire story. You get to paint the entire picture. And just like that, like the fact that we know where he started. He took out Fear itself. Like, we were just talking Fear itself. We know he's a respected, competitive player. He has that land cool, right?
Exactly.
It still wasn't
Exactly. And this is going to put Sinnoh on everyone's radar as well. But that was a pretty tough end game there. A lot of great players still left in it. It just wasn't enough. When you have that high ground, that's it. And I made the joke, they were playing it like it was a World Cup qualifier. And yeah, I mean, you get that high ground, you deny them any kind of presence to be able to build up to the top. It was very close. That Myth and Cloak could have pushed Sinnoh off. And had they done that, I think we'd be looking at a different winner in game one. But credit to Sinnoh for keeping his cool, as well as O'King for supporting him in that one.
Yeah, Cloaksy might have had the high ground, but if I'm not mistaken, Myth just hit him with a really good shot. Put his back against the wall. He had no help. Sinnoh comes out with that side peek, and it was all his, and easy raining from there.
Yeah, some good moments in that game for sure, and we thank you all so much for joining us here. That was just game one of the Fortnite Pro-Am here at the Fortnite World Cup Finals, our third Pro-Am ever. We've had some great games throughout the day. The Creator Showdown was a blast to watch. Some really, different experiences for a lot of our viewers.
I mean, hey, we watched $1 million jump, literally.
$1 million jump.
That was insane.
I know. I realized I made some poor decisions career-wise when I was not in there for the $1 million jump. That was awesome. And then we just saw one of South Korea's best players in Fortnite, Sinnoh, just take game one in dominating fashion. And now I have been informed that we do have our winners down on the floor with Pookie for an interview. Pookie, over to you.
Thank you so much, Golden Boy. I am here down on the floor with our winners. I want to congratulate both of you first off and foremost. We have Sinnoh here, who we've seen play so many times in the past. He was actually part of the World Cup qualifiers. He did not qualify, but it has been quite a journey for him. How does it feel to be playing on this stage regardless?
우선 여기 한번 첫 라운드를 우승하시게 된 거에 대해서 많이 축하드리고요. 신우 선수 같은 경우는 퀄리파이어에 아쉽게 진출하시지 못하셨는데 여기까지 오시게 되셔서 이 무대에 서게 된 그런 소감이 어떻게 되시나요?
일단은 소감 일단 제가 여기 있는 거가 믿기지가 않고요. 게다가 첫 라운드까지 우승을 하니까 지금 진짜 기분이 정말 좋네요.
I actually can't believe that I won this first round, and it feels awesome to be on this stage.
Well, I can believe it. You guys were playing clinically with the high ground, the tarping, unbelievable gameplay. Congratulations. Down on the end, you've done charity events before, so you've done this before as well, but is this your first time playing Fortnite in front of